Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ. Grand Rising. Where are you streaming from today? Good to be here. How are you guys doing? Where are we streaming from today? Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ o. From Ghana. Ẹ káàbọ̀. Call your brother to arrange this thing. Ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ o. Grand Rising. Let me know where you are streaming from in the comment section. Ẹ káàbọ̀. Ẹ kú iṣẹ́. Ṣé dáadáa la bá yín lénìí. Welcome to another. Move this one a bit. Welcome to another episode of our Sunday morning live streaming. Welcome to another episode of our Sunday morning live streaming. Please keep tapping on your screen as you join us. It's been a while. Did you guys miss me? Ẹ káàárọ̀ o. Alàgbà Lánre. Did you guys miss me? It's been a while. You people don't miss me. Hey. Anyways, if you didn't miss me, I missed you. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́ from Ibadan. Tiamiyu Adeola from Ibadan. Thank you very much for joining. Mr. Lánre, mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ, mo ṣògbó àtọyìn o. Jane Juma, how are you doing? Oh, I miss you too. I missed everybody. Báwo la ṣe? How has your week been going? It's the end of the year. How are you guys preparing for? Are you guys celebrating Christmas? How are you guys preparing for Bayelsa State? Wow. How is Yenagua? Are you in Yenagua? I think that's the capital of Bayelsa State. Ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ kú ojúmọ́. Keep tapping on your screen. Today starts we have 3 Sundays left this week. 3 Sundays left this year. Sorry, this Gregorian calendar year has 3 more Sundays to go. So starting today, we're going to be having recap of 2025. Wow, recap of 2025. We're going to look through the year that just passed. Those of you that started off this year in church and your pastors told you that this is the year of double portion and the year of super anointing. Let's take a recap of the year so far. Did it really look like that to you? Is that what it looks like at the beginning of this year? Welcome to the Sunday morning live streaming, and this is the TikTok channel of Ifa College and the YouTube channel of Iyanifa Ewa TV. Here we delve into the teaching and the knowledge of Ifa, the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifa, about ÌṢÄШE and African spirituality as a whole. Here I help you to unlearn the misconceptions that they told you about your roots, about your culture, about your color, about your race, about who you are, and I help you to learn the truth, the real, undiluted, unwatered down truth about who you are, about your identity. That is what we do here. So if you are joining us for the first time, I am Iyanifa Ewa. I'm an Ifa priestess, and here I teach you what you need to know about Ifa, about yourself. Thank you so much for the compliments on YouTube. Ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Please keep tapping on your screen. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà níbí by Dr. Yomi. Grand rising to you. Grand rising to you. Grand rising to you. Ẹ ṣé gan ni sir. Yes, it's been quite a while. Iṣẹ́ pọ̀ ni. Iṣẹ́ ló gbomi mu, ọ̀nà pọ̀ ni. Ẹ ṣé gan ni. So it's been a minute that we have been here. Please confirm, do you live in Osun? No, I don't live in Osun, but I walk at the Osun-Osogbo River from time to time, but I do not live in Osun. It's been a while I have been here, right? Since the last Sunday live streaming we had, which was the the testimony Sunday live streaming. I needed to take a break to be able to attend to other things. Attend Tefalowo and Shoro Risha. Anshoro, Awo. We have been doing different spiritual initiations. Let's use that word. Having Itefa, Orisha initiations, Orisha ceremony for different clients, and it's been very demanding. So I needed to take a break. But hey, we are back here. We're here today. Please keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, and let our regular viewers be notified that we are here and we are live. Eshe Goni Adupe, or click on the share button and tap on the screen. Eshe Goni. So today starts the beginning of the 3 last Sundays of this Gregorian calendar year 2025. So for this week, next week, and the following week, we're going to be having recap of this year. Let's see what this year has looked like so far. Let's take it in. Let's look at this year, because Yoruba would always say this: Wọ́n tí ọmọdé bá ṣubú á wo wájú, tágbàlagbà bá ṣubú á wẹ̀yìn. Remember the Odù Ifá, ó gbé wẹ̀yìn wò. Wọ́n ní ó gbé wẹ̀yìn wò. Tájá ẹ ò, tí ajá ẹ ò bá pa ikú, ó gbé wẹ̀yìn wò. Wọ́n ní tá bá wẹ̀yìn kí là ń wò, à ń wo ọmọ, à ń wo owó. Ó gbé wẹ̀yìn is one of the Odù Ifás. Ó gbé lọ́wọ́ ọ̀tún. Thank you very much. Ogbe Iwenyi is one of the Odù Ifás. And while we were studying Ogbe Iwenyi during our Ashe for today, that Odù Ifá says, look back. Look back and see what your life has been so far. Look back and, take an account of what it has been. So for the next 3 Sundays, we will be looking back into 2025, this calendar year, and see what it has been so far, because to be able to align into the future, let's see how we have spent this year. For those of you that started out in church and they told you at the beginning of the year, this year is the year of double portion, the year of super anointing, the year of great blessings, the year of da. Let's see, is that really what the year was like for you guys? Is that really what the year has been? Is that what the year had looked like? Let's take a look at it. So we're going to be looking through different aspects of our lives. This is going to be a very interactive session. Yeah, I'm doing it with you. I'm not doing it alone. It's not a teaching. We're all going to recap. All of us went through 2025. We're all going to recap. What does it look like? How does Ifa ask us to take account of our lives? Let's look at that part. How does Ifa allow us to teach us or admonish us to take account of our lives? What exactly does Ogbe when you tell us? When we look back, what are we supposed to look at? What are those things we are supposed to put into consideration? What are those things we're supposed to pay attention to be able to guide us as we are moving forward? Please keep tapping on your screen. Remember, we don't start this live streaming until we have 10K likes on TikTok. So the earlier we get to 10K likes, the better for us. Mystic 195, thank you so much for that gift. Leslie, thank you so much for that gift. Keep tapping on your screen. Keep tapping on your screen. Keep tapping on your screen. We're back. So once we get to 10K likes, we will get started. Keep liking, keep sharing. And those of you on YouTube too, share, like, drop a comment, engage, so that we can get as many people as we can on this live streaming. Jane, please confirm that the audio and the visuals are excellent so that we can continue. Confirm that the audio and the visuals are excellent so that we can continue. Ifá, yes. Ekabo is all good. Eshe Goni, thank you so much. Yes. So keep tapping on your screen. 10K. We're going to 10K likes. So we are taking a recap. You as a person, please, what aspect of your life do you think you want to dig into this year and ask yourself questions? How did I handle this aspect of my life this year? You yourself, you know that Okudie Kato in some places this year. So you have your finances, your health, your relationships, your career, your job, your social life, your interaction with friends. Sumaya, how are you doing? How is Uganda today? So what's that aspect of your life? Maydi, thank you so much. Thank you. Eshegoni. What's that area of your life that you think, this aspect of my life, I need to be accountable with it and look at how I spent it this year. It's cloudy in Uganda. Wow. The sun is out here. It's very bright here. So what aspect of your life do you think that you need the touchlight of Ifa to say, this area of your life, it needs help. This area of your life needs looking into. We're going to take it one by one, step by step, one aspect after the other. So I need your responses so that we'll dive into it one by one. I started asking you some questions. For those of you on my WhatsApp status, I started asking you some questions, and everybody felt attacked by those questions. Stray bullets was hitting everybody one by one. But seriously, we have to break it down and ask ourselves so that moving forward, it can work better. Blessing says, are you live on TikTok? You can't seem to see it. Yes, we are live on TikTok. The Ifa College TikTok channel. We're live on the Ifa College TikTok channel. Just search Ifa College TikTok channel. We're live on the Ifa College TikTok channel. Yeah, we are. We're live on the Ifa College TikTok channel. 10K likes. Oh yeah, oh. Let's go. So, Sumaya, what area do you really think that you need that touch on? Let's break it down one by one. So we started on WhatsApp looking into our finances this year. Let's do a recap of our finances this year and see how it has been. Because a lot of you, excuse me, Sumaya said my finances first, okay? A lot of us, we didn't do well with our finances this year. And we are here thinking, Ajay did not show up for us. We are here thinking, Olodumare did not show up for us. We are here thinking, okay, thank you so much. We are here thinking, Ajay did not show up for us. This year did not go as planned financially, but maybe you are the one that did not handle your finances the way Ajay expects you to. Remember, we had a teaching, a whole 4-hour teaching about our finances and what Ifa says about it. Not many of us started this year with the full knowledge and participation of Ifa. Not many of us started this year with that, right? But now, somewhere along the line, you have come to understand Ifa. You have come to understand what Ifa says and what Ifa means, right? So our flash goal is what? Let me see. I don't know what it's called. Please, what's that gift called? 7 gifters to send TikTok to the live. Okay, it's called TikTok. Okay, please. 7 gifters to send TikTok to the live stream. That's the goal today. Yeah, Sumaya, thank you for that. Jane Juma, thank you for that. Who else is on the live streaming? Yeah, we need 5 more people to send in that emoji called TikTok. Eshegoni. So our finances, and you said your relationship. Now let's start with finances. A lot of us, we are the ones that shot ourselves in the leg this year. That's the truth. Now, how do we recap? If I ask you, did you make money this year? Please, I need this live streaming to be interactive as it can be. Please, I need it to be as interactive as it can be. Sumaya and Jinjuma are the only ones that I see dropping comments. Yeah, please send in the gift to meet the live goals. And Lambastic, thank you so much for helping us meet our live goals. And tap on the screen. Let's hit 10K likes. Share to as many people as you can. And let's continue. So we are starting with our finances. Let's run through. How did 2025 look like for you financially? Let's run through it. How did 2025 look like for you financially? Can you look at yourself in 2025 and say, yes, financially I did well? the goals you set to yourself. It's night time here. Thank you so much, Prince Kush. Team Bob Way says it was great. Prince Kush says broke. Oh wow. We need 4 more people to send in TikTok to help me the live go. Now, you had dreams and expectations in January. I'm sure you did. But somewhere along the line, it just didn't look like it. Sumaya said very challenging. Lambastic, thank you so much for that. From Kenya. Oh, somebody's asking a question. P Baby said, I saw fire. Mele. So this today we are going to be taking a recap, and let's see where we made mistakes personally this year when it came to our finances. How did we contribute positively or negatively to how our finances went this year? And what does Ifa have to say about it? Before we begin, let's make our Iba. Before we go into the teaching, what do we do? What's the first thing we do? Before we go into the teaching, what is the next thing that we do? Oh yes, it's normal for challenges to come, of course. Very normal. What's the first thing we do before we go into our teaching? What's the first thing we do before we delve into our teaching for the day? What's the first thing that we do? Oh yeah. Iba. Dr. Yomi says, looking back exactly 10 years ago this December after my Tefa, despite losing your Oluwo last month, life has been fantastic in a good way without any regrets. Only being that how I wish I had done. Okay. Wow. Guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and donate at least $5. Thank you so much for that. So we start with Iba. I will come back to that comment, Dr. Yomi. Let's make our Iba. Akodaye Asheba. Asheba Sheda. Asheba Tiwaye Ojo. Asheba Tiwo Orun. Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé Asheba. Anikiba wa ṣe ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ oníṣẹ́ fàyàtì Asheba. Ọba tó lọ kọrin kése. Ajagunmalè olúwo òde ọ̀run Asheba. Olúbíkin ọ̀sán ìbíkin Asheba. Ọba lánàá ọba lẹ́yìn ọba títí ayérayé kábíyèsí kábíyèsí Asheba Asheba Anikiba wa ṣe ọ. Gbogbo òrìṣà tí ń mọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè mú Asheba Asheba Anikiba ṣe. Àwọn òrìṣà tá à ń ṣọ̀sẹ̀ fún lẹ́nìí aníkọ́lọ́sẹ̀ ó gbà ó kọ́ má dá sí wa lára ọ Asheba ọ Anikiba wa ṣe. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì jà Asheba yín o Anikiba wa ṣe. Lórígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé yìí níbi tá a péjọ sí láti ṣèbà ẹ̀yin olókìkí òru Asheba. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi òṣòro mọ̀nìgà Asheba. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé lé lọ́wọ́ Asheba Anikiba wa ṣe o. Asheba orí Asheba ẹlẹ́dàá Asheba ṣẹ̀dá Asheba mẹ̀dá. Asheba ọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá wá sáyé ìyá àti bàbá wa níbi gbogbo tó bá wà Asheba Anikiba wa ṣe ọ. Asheba gbogbo àwọn lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè mú Asheba. Anikádé ó pẹ́ lórí yín. Aníkí bàtà pẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ yín, kí rùgẹ̀rẹ́ pẹ́ lọ́wọ́, káṣẹ́ pẹ́ lẹ́nu. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè Asheba ọ. Ajíbọ́lá mi ògbódò ọ̀rà, Ajíbọ́lá ẹ̀dán, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní, mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà gbogbo àwọn ọmọ onílé. Anikiba wa ṣe ọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin olúwo mi àsápè ọlà, ẹ̀yin alábẹ́nú àsásí ògbé màálù mi tiwotiwo Asheba yín o Anikiba wa ṣe. Ẹ̀yin ìyá àbíyè lékelèké gbàràdá mọ́dà àbíyè Asheba yín o Anikiba wa ṣe ọ. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bá ṣe tún wọnú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá mi ìlénìí, a ní ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye tó wà nínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa ọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kí ń mọlẹ̀ fi mọ̀ wá, kọ́ fi òye yé wa, ká fetí ọ̀tún gbọ́n kó wọnú wa kó dodindi, kó má gba tòsì jáde láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ìmọ̀, òye àti ọgbọ́n tó wà nínú Ifá òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa. Ire àti ayọ̀, ìdùnnú, àlàáfíà àti àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọ̀rọ̀ òun ni kó jẹ́ tiwa lénìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kíbà wa ṣe ọ. Ifá Olokun á sọ̀rọ̀ dayọ̀, Ifá wá sọ̀rọ̀ èmi àti yín dayọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá afinimọ̀nà ọmọ aráyé, Ifá wá fi wá mọ̀nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, ibi tí àṣẹ̀dá ń gbé wa lọ, kí ẹsẹ̀ wa má ṣì wá lọ́nà níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní kí bá wa ṣẹ o, ìbá ṣẹ. Mo ṣe Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ fún gbogbo wa nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi níbi gbogbo tẹ́ bá ti ń wò mí, tẹ́ bá ti ń gbọ́ mi lénìí. Èmi ni olóòtú ètò Sunday morning live streaming with Iyanifa Ewa. Iyanifa Awobankefa, olùdarí Ifá College, ilé ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá, tá a ti ń kọ́ ọgbọ́n ìmọ̀ àti òye Ifá, òun la péjọpọ̀ sí lénìí. I say Àbọrú, Àbọyè, Àbọṣíṣẹ and àlàáfíà to every one of us. Wherever it is you are streaming from, I say welcome to another episode of the Sunday morning live streaming with Iyanifa Ewa on Ifá College TikTok channel and Iyanifa Ewa YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me again today to learn the undiluted, unwatered down truth about Ifá, about ÌṢẸШE, about African spirituality and everything in between. And to unlearn the lies and the misconceptions that you have been told and relearn the things that you used to know that you have probably forgotten. Mr. Ayotunde, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Ayotunde, ẹ ṣé gan ni o. Thank you for having me again. I was off for a bit because iṣẹ́ gbomi mu. We had a lot of things to do. Iṣẹ́ yẹn pọ̀. We have been going through Itefa, going through Oro Orisha, going through Oro Awo for our clients. Somebody says, can you teach us an Ori prayer? Please click on the subscribe button in the bio. Just go to the bio of this TikTok channel and click on subscribe. You would see the whole teaching on praying the right way in Ifá and ÌШẸШE. Whether you are praying for your Ori, you are praying for yourself, you are making Iwure to Orishas, for protection, for Ajé, for provision, for fertility, and everything in between, you will find it there. So just go to the bio, click on subscribe. If you are watching on YouTube, go to the profile and click on join. When you click on join, you will find it there. Pray the right way in Ifá and ÌШԵШE. Subscribe, watch all the videos there to learn how to pray the right way. Our goal for today, our gift goal for today is called TikTok. The emoji is called TikTok, yeah. And it will be pinned on your screen right now. We need 4 more people to help us meet that like goal in less than 5 minutes. 4 more people to send in that TikTok gift to meet our live goal, our flash goal for today. And as you do that, keep tapping on your screen, keep liking, keep sharing, and let's get this live streaming started. So we have 3 more Sundays to end this Gregorian calendar year 2025. Thank you so much, Prince Kush. 3 more Sundays, and in those 3 Sundays we are going to be taking a recap of 2025. Recap of 2025. T always, thank you for that gift. Ajé abusi fún you. Ajé will multiply for you in 1,000 folds. I think we need 2 more people to send in the TikTok gift to meet the live goal. So today we are starting from our finances. I was asking a question before we did our IBA. What did 2025 look like for you financially? I need this to be very interactive. What did 2025 look like for you financially? What can you say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest? How would you rate yourself in 2025 based on the goals you had at the beginning of the year? And maybe some of you even exceeded your goals, so you are above 10. How would you rate yourself? Just type in the figures. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself? I will rate myself 7 out of 10, and I will give you the reason. So we are doing this together. Just give me figures. It's figures that I need so that I will know where each of us stands. Just give me figures. Tena says 4. Thank you so much. We need 1 person to complete our life goal. Jane Juma says 5 over 10. Sumaya says 2. Zimbabwe says 7. Prince Kush says, says 5. Okay. Now we're going to talk about it. I know that I'm good says 8. Wow, that's awesome. That's excellent. Eshegoni. 1 more person to send in that TikTok gift, please. 1 more person. We need to hit that goal. 1 more person, and we have about a minute more. One more person. Nema, how are you doing? Femi, is that Femi? Something that sounds like Femi. Good afternoon. We need one more person, one more person, one more person, one more person. Okay, so we have seen the numbers. Now, you know I am a very practical teacher, so I'm not going to give you financial nuggets. You can find that on YouTube anywhere. Bebe777, thank you so much for that gift. Our gift goal is the TikTok icon or TikTok emoji. Is also one coin. To meet our flash goal, we need one more person. So I'm not going to be giving you any financial nuggets, blah blah blah. You can find that anywhere online. It's always there. Jay-Z Nema, thank you so much. We have achieved our goal. Elédùmarè. Every goal that we have all set for ourselves, Ajay will make it easy for us to achieve it. Eshe Goni. So I'm not going to be repeating stale financial nuggets for you. We're going to take it practically. Why are you on a 4/10? Why are you on a 6/10? Why didn't you meet your life goals? How exactly are you responsible for it? Remember that when it comes to Ifá and ÌШẸŠE, accountability and responsibility are two major things that Ifá hammers into our ears. Is foundational. So we are done blaming any other person. Jay-Z Nema says 1/10. Wow. We're done blaming every other person. Let us look at how we had been responsible for the way the year went for us financially. All right. So I prepared something to help us because I'm also speaking to myself. And this is going to be practical. Those of you that are on my WhatsApp, we started speaking about it. And a lot of people commented, oh my God, I feel attacked. Iyanifa, is as if it's me you're talking to. So I will ask you the first question I asked them. And the first question is, I'm not asking you to type this in the comment section, but I need you to type a yes or no answer in. I don't need your figures. I just need yes or no. Do you know how much you made this year? How much you made this year? How much came in for you this year? How much did you spend this year? How much did you save this year? How much did you invest this year? I need a yes or no. Do you know how much? Do you have an idea how much? Exact figures. How much did you spend this year? How much did you save this year? How much did you invest this year? Do you know how much it is? Okay, that's where we are going to start from. So for those of you, I see everybody commenting yes. A lot of you are from my WhatsApp contact, and we have done that exercise on WhatsApp. So the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is this. Close your eyes. Think about January 1st, 2025. You had plans, goals, and maybe you said to yourself, this year I will save 500K. I will save $10,000. I will save 1 million cedis. I will save 50,000 rands. Maybe you said that to yourself. Or you said, this year I'm starting a new business. I'm getting out of loans. I'm getting out of debt. I'm getting out of financial mess. Maybe you said that to yourself at the beginning of this year. Now open your eyes and tell me the truth. Where did that money you thought you have, where did it go? That money that you dreamt of in January 1st. The expansion of that business that you thought you were going to have 1st of January. How did it go? That money you thought you were going to save. How did it go? What happened to it? I'm waiting for your comment. Oh, this is an interactive session. I'm not teaching today. As I'm speaking to you, as I'm speaking to you, I'm also speaking to myself. Where did it go? We're about to find out. Promise and fail. Wow. Where did that money go? Some of you legit made that money. But if I start to shine torchlight, I will start to shine Ifá torchlight on you. You will see where your money went to. He says, not where did it go, but where is that money? Because that money went somewhere. Money always tells a story. And today we are going to read your financial Odù. We are going to read the sacred pattern of your money. What is the sacred pattern that Ajé has been taking in your life? What is that pattern? What are those things that has punctured a hole in your financial balloon and the air has just been seeping out? Someone says bills, a lot of bills. So you had more bills than your income. We're going to talk about that. Now, in Western finance, okay, they teach you to categorize your food, your rent, entertainment. That is very useful, but that is not Ifa's wisdom. In Ifa, we understand that money is an Àṣẹ in motion. In Ifa, we understand that money is represented by Ajé, and Ajé is a living being. You need to understand that. I took time to teach us one day. If you missed that teaching, go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe on the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. Search Iyanifa Ewa TV on YouTube and go and watch that video, Òrìṣà Ajé in Modern Society. Watch the video, Ifa Business School, and you would understand what I teach, what I'm saying when I say Ajé is real and Ajé is living. And if you don't treat it like one, you are going to keep going around in this pattern. Money is not a, oh, you're so lucky you have money. No, money is not luck. Even somebody that inherited money, that was born into money, it is not luck. Somebody worked for it. Somebody recognized money as a spirit in motion and learned how to deal with money and created a good relationship with money and handed it over to their children. That's why you look at those children and you think they are lucky. Nobody is lucky with money. Oh, she's just lucky she married a rich man. There was a process to get there. There was a pattern to get there. I mean, if it just happens like that, you to go and marry a rich man now. I mean, is that easy? So it's not about luck. Money is an Àṣẹ that is in motion. Ajé is a living thing. Ajé is a spirit. And if you do not understand the pattern and the relationship of how money moves, you will just be hoping that by chance you will get it. And when you get it, you are also hoping that you don't lose it. I see people every day. It's either the fear of, will I ever make money? Or the fear of, I don't want to lose money. So they are either running after something or something is running after them. They are running after riches, running after prosperity. Or poverty is running after them and they are running away from poverty. It's more than that. Money is deeper than that. Ajé is deeper than that. So we're going to take it step by step. If you are writing, I would appreciate it. But if you are not writing, just listen and let it stick. Because everything you learned here, you have to be able to appropriate it to your everyday life. If not, you can just turn off your data right now and save it. Money is an Àṣẹ in motion. Money is spiritual power in material form. And just like any form of Àṣẹ, it responds to alignment. It responds to covenant. It responds to circulation. It responds to sacrifice. So in Ifa, these are the 4 things that money responds to that you did not take cognizance of this year. The first one, it responds to your alignment, to your Ori. The second one, it responds to your Àjọṣepọ̀, your relationship with money. It responds to movement. It also responds to your ebo, to your sacrifice. Now, this is the point where I say this. I've heard a lot of people say, oh, I know so many people that are rich, they are wealthy, and they don't make ebo and itutu. In fact, they are not Ifa practitioners. So how then do you say ebo and itutu is important in money? Now, whichever way you are giving sacrifice, everybody that is making money and growing money has a spiritual identity. Don't let anybody lie to you. I will repeat it again. Everybody that is making and growing money has a spiritual identity. Now, spiritual identities can take different forms. It can take different forms, but you have to have a spiritual identity for you to be able to make money and grow money, because money is a spirit and it only responds to spirits. That is the reason you find people getting rich today and losing everything tomorrow, because they treat money as if it is just a chance, it's just something that happens. For those that do not understand that money is a spirit and have the spiritual identity of money, they are the ones that go like this. The graph of their finances is going like this. Today is up, tomorrow is down, is a zigzag. And they tell you, oh, that's the way life is. No, that's not the way life is. That's the way your life is. That's not the way life is. That's not the way money is supposed to be. The things you are doing for money, first of all, you don't even understand if that is what you are supposed to be doing. What is spiritual identity? Yes, I'm breaking it down. Just stay with me. You started out this year believing and hoping and praying and wishing and working towards getting money from a certain source that had nothing to do with your life. Oh, I have run this business for the last 15 years. Timing in life is everything. Akoko. Timing in life is everything. The fact that something worked for you 5 years ago does not mean it will continue to work for you for the rest of your life. Look at yourself. Have you been wearing the same size of clothes from the day you were born? Have you had the same set of friends from the day you were born? Have you been the same person from the day you were born? If anything, at least something has changed. That change, it happens in every area of your life. It happens in every aspect of your life, including your finances. I am begging you. You need to understand that. Every year, every 6 months, every 3 months, check with Ifa if that thing you are doing is still working for you. Iyanifa, you cannot tell me that. I've been doing this business for 20 years and it has been working. I know the in and out of this business. Yes, and I will give you a PhD for that business because I know that you know it. But you knowing that business in and out does not equate to you succeeding in that business at this time. Those of you that have been following me, say for the last 10 years, or 7 years, or even 5 years, when a lot of you met me before Ifa College at all, I was running Ewa Herbs Spiritual and Fertility Center. That company has been running for about 8 years now. I was actively a traditional medicine practitioner. Yes, fully licensed and practicing in Nigeria with a health clinic, a health center, selling herbal products. All my herbal products were NAFDAC approved. Selling in Nigeria, in Africa, in Europe, in the US, in the UK. My products were listed on 17 Amazon marketplaces. That was what I was doing at that time. I learned it from Ifa. I learned it in Ifa. It's an aspect of Ifa. But there came a time that the Odù told me it is time to put a pause on this and move into Ifa College. Now is the time to bring out the teaching and the knowledge that you know in a way that most people do not do it, in a way that the world needs it. And that is what I'm doing now. If I did not listen to what Ifa had to say at the time, and I kept on with my herbal business, it's a huge business. It's a multi-trillion-dollar aspect of every economy. Do you know the amount of money that people spend on their health? Anybody that sets up a traditional healthcare clinic is supposed to make millions. Anybody selling effective herbal products is supposed to make money. I have the knowledge. I have gone through the ranks, taken all the exams, licensed by the Federal Ministry of Health in Nigeria to practice globally. I have everything that it takes. So I could have stubbornly said, you know what, I want to stay with Ewa Herbs This is what I know. This is what I have grown. I have the figures to support the success. But if I had continued that, Ewa Herbs would have failed. It would have crumbled. Because that was not what I was supposed to be doing at that time. Was it a good thing to do? Yes. Is it a business that I know? Yes. Is it a business of my calling? Yes. But at this time, that's not what I'm supposed to be doing. So for the most part of it, the question I ask a lot of people is, one of the major reasons you are struggling, looking inwards, now we are speaking to ourselves, one of the major reasons that people struggle financially is because they are not doing what they are supposed to be doing. And Western financial education will not tell you that. MBAs will not tell you that. MBA will tell you, get the knowledge, understand the market, find the product, find the customers, and continue selling. Oh, this is what is working right now. This is the strategy right now. This is the business strategy right now. Everybody is using that same business strategy. Why is everybody not succeeding? Have you ever paused to ask yourself that question? The same coach that taught you taught 1,000 other people. Everybody was there putting in the effort to succeed. Why is everybody not getting the same results? Why are the successful people on earth a handful out of the billions of people on this earth? When we want to say people that are successfully impacting life, they are probably less than 1 million. Why? So it goes beyond just getting the knowledge, understanding the market, being hardworking, being consistent. It starts foundationally with, am I supposed to be doing this thing at this time? Emphasis on at this time. We're heading towards another calendar year, 2026. Whether you believe in the Gregorian calendar year or not, put that aside. Another season of your life is starting. The question you are supposed to be asking yourself is, what is 2026, this new calendar year, the next 12 months? That's what we are running by as human beings, yes. What is that next 12 months going to look like for me? What am I supposed to be doing? Where am I supposed to be? So if there is any change you have to make between now and then, now, is the time to start to make those changes. January is just a few weeks away. About 2 weeks away. This is the time to start to ask yourself, what exactly would I be doing then? Iyanifa, don't worry, I already know what I'm doing. It's working for me right now. All I need to do is put in more effort. Okay. But I'm telling you that might not be what the next year is moving towards. I've been watching different videos on TikTok and people have been talking about branding and marketing for next year. Oh, this year or the last few years, we focused on influencer marketing. Now, people are moving towards brand marketing. You see what I'm saying about timing? Everybody is moving towards brand marketing now. Imagine that you have paid an influencer for 10 years and then influencer marketing gets stale. Most people are no longer buying just because somebody said it. They want to see the person that is running the brand, see their process. They want to buy into a story, into a community. That is the shift. That is what I'm talking about with timing. If you get lost in the time of your own life, it is a terrible place to be. Your timing in life has moved this way. You are still moving this way. Is a frustrating place to be because you are looking at every other person succeeding at that space where you are stuck in, and you are wondering why are you the only one stuck there. Meanwhile, you are supposed to be here. So I'm admonishing every one of us. Please post the WhatsApp number in the comment section. Send a message, simple message. Iyanifa Ewa, I need an Ifa divination for this new year ahead of us, this new calendar year ahead. I want to know what I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be. The things I'm currently doing that I'm supposed to put aside, pause or let go. The people I am supposed to let go who have not been destined to be a part of that next 12 months with me. These are the basic questions you need to ask, so that this year will not go the way it is. And please, this is the point where I tell you, there is no general message for anybody. Your pastors are already preparing their theme for the year. Year of double portion, year of extraordinary blessings, year of significance, year of somersaulting into greatness, year of fighting and break. They have prepared those things for you. But let me bust your bubble a bit and tell you this. It's not going to be the same thing for everybody. It's not going to be the same thing for everybody. Some of you, next year is the year, the next 12 months, let's put it like that, is the year where you are going to learn lesson. It is your own year to go through the lessons of life. Your experience is going to be different from mine. Some people spend this whole year learning lessons. I'm one of them. Learning lessons from their own experiences. A few minutes ago, I was speaking to my man and I said, I'm sincerely at this point, I'm tired. Because what more does Ifa want me to learn? What more does Olokun want me to learn? This year has been filled with learning and testing and testing. I'm like, have I not finished graduating from this learning class? But at the beginning of the year, Ifa said it. I started this year, I think on the 6th of January this year was when I experienced the most scary thing in business. 25 years of building business, I have not experienced what I experienced. 3rd or 6th of January, I think it was 3rd or 6th of January, New Year. People were still rejoicing in New Year. I wake up in the morning, I'm on my WhatsApp responding to messages, and WhatsApp goes off and says, sorry, you are no longer eligible to use WhatsApp. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then I receive mails. Every Instagram and Facebook account, in fact, every Meta account I had, completely shut down, with no option of what's it called, applying for a conversation, can we talk about this thing, can we appeal is the word I'm looking for, without any option of appeal. Everything shut down. I've been running business on social media for 17 years. On social media, from Facebook to Instagram to WhatsApp to Telegram, everything shut down. And if I had already told me when I did my divination last year that you see this new year that is coming ahead is going to be tests and tests. You are going to write exam of life back to back. I didn't know that was what it meant. And every month of this year has been, oh my God. That is the way this year went for me. Some other people had gone through their own test phase in the previous year, and this year was like back-to-back success, and it was as simple as ABC for them. What is the next year going to look like for you? The next 12 calendar months, you need to find out. You are not the one that gets to determine what is going to be. Unfortunately, that's not the way life is. What you get to do is receive that information, that instruction, and plan, work yourself with it. Try to find out what you can fix here and there to make it easier. I'm just trying to imagine what this year would have looked like for me if I hadn't been this, spiritual, doing my airball, my etutu, receiving guidance from Ifa on a daily basis. And here we are today. This year alone, look at our TikTok channel. I have never been on TikTok until this year. I think I came to TikTok November last year or something. And when the funny thing is, a lot of people have been saying go to this app. I don't find TikTok a serious place. I just used to think it was for people who are dancing. They just go there to shake their butt and just dance and have dance challenge. That's all I thought was happening on TikTok. And my manager kept on saying, you need to go to them. You need to go there. There are a lot of Ifa people there. Reluctantly, I think I started Ifa College, middle of October or first week of November, something like that. And we kept on. And then January came. Every other platform that I felt was my own platform, it just went like that. So I had to come to the same TikTok that I thought was not my thing. And here we are today. As of today, 173K organically grown followers in a year. I mean, that was a very huge test for me. That was what this year, that was what it looked like for me. From business to relationship to different things, personal life, different things. It was just one test after the other. But Ifa told me already, I got the instructions already. I was mentally prepared for it, even if I didn't see it coming that way. The moment they happened, I had Ifa to run back to say, okay, this one has happened again. What are the lessons? How do we move out of it? How do we do this? And we kept on doing it. And we're here today. A lot of people wouldn't have survived that. Imagine waking up, page that you have grown for 17 years. I mean, Facebook, Instagram for what? Like 10 years or something. Having a total of followers on the platform that is heading towards almost 2 million. And then it just goes off like that, including WhatsApp. WhatsApp is supposed to be the place where people will reach you if every other social media was down. And most of my followers would never come to look for me on TikTok because they know I don't like it. But here we are today. I mean, we are here right now. And the things I learned, now I understand. Coming towards the end of this year, I understand why I had to learn those things. Because coming up to say you are starting a university for Ifa is not as easy as I make it look. Forget this fine face and this plenty this plenty smiles that shows up there. It is not. Because if it was that easy, a lot of other people would have done it before me. All the babas that have invested their life in Ifa, they would have done it before me if it was that easy. I needed to go through all of that to build the confidence, the thick skin, the foundation of what we are having today. When I approached NUC, Nigerian University Council, with this idea, the first question was, who wants to learn Ifa in a university setting? Show us proof that people want to learn this. You and I, everybody on this platform, 173K organically grown people is proof. This is the proof. Thousands of students, paid registered students at Ifa College is the proof. I could have given up on it. I could have. It is not for me. If I'm thinking about setting up a business and doing legacy for myself, I've done that already. Now, why am I saying all of this? Being at the place where you are supposed to be doing the thing you are supposed to do. That is when life will not be a struggle. So we are all going to be accountable and responsible today and ask ourselves, did I really make a divination at the beginning of this year to find out if my finances was supposed to go where I invested it? That's the first question. So now, you are going to pick the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now. And you are going to send a message. Iyanifa, I need to know what 2026 holds. I don't want to gamble through 2026 the way I did last year. And the best time to do that is now. It's not in January when the year has started. Now is the time to receive all the instructions and the guidance for that year, for the new year that is coming in front of us. Now is the time. Whether you believe in the Gregorian calendar or not, whatever it is, we are going to live through 2026, irrespective of what it is called. You want to be sure of what you are doing. The business, the career, the job, the country you are living in, the friends you are having, the people you are identifying with. Some people have been awesome with you this year, but they do not have any business in your life for next year. They don't. And if you don't know that, you will drag them along and they will waste your time, waste your resources. I learned that this year in a very hard way. I'm a people person. I'm an empath. I want to carry everybody along. I believe that everybody has come into my life for a reason. I want to string everybody along, to help them, to answer for them, to do this for them. But this year taught me that I am not Messiah. I cannot do it. I learned it in very hard ways this year. This year taught me that there are certain people that I am not responsible to help them. They don't want to be helped, and it is okay if they don't want to be helped, because there's one thing I've lived my life by, and I'm sure a lot of people share that sentiment with me. If somebody comes into my life or my path crosses with someone, I believe there is a reason for it. I don't believe it was coincidental at any point. Okay, Yakub, I will respond to your message after the live streaming. I saw it just before I came on the live streaming. I will respond to you after the live streaming. All right, just hang in there. Immediately I'm done on the live streaming, just send me a message so that your message will pop up again and I will see it. And thank you very much for your patronage, by the way. I really do appreciate it. And I believe that Elédùmarè, every product you bought is going to work for you excellently. And you'll be back to Shenurere Yawo, àwọn Ifá Elédùmarè because of you. Elédùmarè, thank you. Please don't call, just send a message. Don't call, just drop a message. So this year I learned that some people don't want to be helped. And it is okay to see people that don't want to be helped and leave them. See, you can meet somebody and you make a divination and Ifá says, oh, this person is good for you. You can be friends with them. You can run a business with them. You can marry them. You can live with them. And then somewhere along the line, that person might choose that they do not want to be a part of your life again. They have choice. Oh, hey. You see, this year, I learned that for real, firsthand. That you can make a divination. Listen to that part again. You can make a divination about somebody, especially a human being that has mental capacity of choice. Mental capacity of choice. You can make a divination and the Odù will say both of you are good together, either for business, friendship, cohabiting, relationship, marriage, whatever the interaction is. And you are good together. You are a good person, they are a good person, and together you can make success. And that person can choose somewhere along the line to say, you know what, I don't want to do this. And they start to work against you. And you go back to Ifá, and Ifá will say, leave them alone. And you will say, but Iyanifa, when I first came, you said this person is good. The person has the power of choice. Understand that. Put away that religious sentiment that says, when God says something, so shall it be. We are human beings, we have choice. If Ifá tells you that your child is going to be a lawyer, and you tell the child, go and register in school, and the child says, no, I'm not going to school. How is he going to be a lawyer? They will call him from his house, where he's playing football at the back of the house, or where he's farming, and say, we confer on you the title of the senior advocate of Nigeria, come and head the Ministry of Justice. Kojo, Kolewek, Koleshele. Ifá said it for real. He's already picked it for real. But everybody has human choice. This year I learned that people can wake up and say, this is what Ifá says, but I don't want to do it. And it's okay. Let them go. It's not, you cannot play God in their life. Exactly. I learned this year to respect people's free will. It's a couple of people that I tried to help this year to say, you know what? Spirit have shown me the kind of person you are. I see your future. I see that it's bright. Divinations have said this. I'm not the only one that made divinations for them. different places they went to. This is what they said, this is what they said. And I was just head-bent on saying, by fire that by force, you have to succeed in this life. By fire, by force, you have to be great. And they looked at me and said, Iyanifa, sorry, I don't want it. And I'm like, no, you can do it, you can do it. And they say, no, want it. And I kept on putting effort, putting energy, putting resources, trying to be what? Jesus of Nazareth. When it got to a place where I could no longer, it was getting draining, I went back to make a divination. Ifá says, let them go. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, wow, so what's going to be the result of everything that I have done and invested into these people? What is going to be the explanation of why our path crossed? Because I always believe that if my path crossed with you, it's so as to bring out a success story. But this year, I learned that it's okay to say our path crossed and nothing came out of it apart from the time that I wasted. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I said, girl, you wasted time, you wasted resources, you wasted money, you wasted your love and your compassion and your everything. Let them go. It was hard for someone like me because I'm very choosy where I put my time. I'm very intentional about the things I do. Very intentional. I don't gamble with my time. I don't gamble with my money. No, I want to be sure that I am sure that I'm sure that this is where I'm supposed to be and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But this year taught me that, yes, it is what it is. So Maya, you said like you, that experience is not a nice one. But I said all that to say what? We are at different points in our lives. So next year might be your year of learning. And once Ifá tells you that ahead of time, and you learn, you understand it, when those experiences come, you already know that it was going to happen. It helps you to handle it better. You go back to Ifá and you say, I think this is one of those experiences that Ifá was talking about. Please, Queen Itopa, is that your name, Itopa? Please send a message via the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. I don't know what you are going through, but I might not be able to attend personally to whatever it is that is on a live streaming like this. Just send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now, please. Please don't use crying emoji. The algorithm doesn't like it. Please, I beg of you, so that we don't mess up with what we are doing here. So these are the things that you need to learn. Now, today, our emphasis is on finances. So this year, one of the reasons that the year went the way it went for you is because you are not sure of what you are supposed to be doing, and you probably have put your time and your effort into something that had nothing to do with you. All right. So today we are doing Àyẹ̀wò, deep financial investigation into how our finances went in 2025 using Ifá principles. At the end of this teaching, you will learn your actual 2025 financial numbers. So many of you don't have it. The pattern of your money this year, let's see how that pattern is. We need to review our patterns, all of us one by one. You would also learn how to define your 2025 goals, 2026 goals, this one that is coming in front of you, based on the principles of Ifá, which we have found out that is the true life principles. Yeah. So first of all, we're going to look at this 4 principles. I call them the rivers of money, 4 of them. In Yoruba cosmology, everything flows in circles and everything flows like a river. In spirituality, that is how everything flows. And money is not different. So I'm going to teach you, first of all, let us find out where your income is. Money, where has your money been flowing in from? This year, where did money come in for you? We need to note the places that showed up for you, the things that worked for you. Where did your money flow in from? We need to also find out where did your money flow out to. Your expenses, your bills. Where did your money flow out to? We need to also find out, where did you dam? When I mean dam, I mean DAM, like you have a water dam, like a reservoir. Where did you, what are those things, or how much do you have in your reservoir, in your dam? Where did you store up that flow? And then we are going to find out, where did you invest? Where did you plant with the hope that it was growing? Did you do that at all? These are the 4 money flows that we'll be looking at. Now, the first thing I'm going to have you do is request your financial statement, your bank statement. Yes, request your bank statement. You are going to do that yourself. Request your bank statement starting January 1st, 2025 till date. If you want it printed out in physical copy, get that. If you are okay with having it in soft copy, do that. You need to look at those figures from 1st of January till today. Look at it. There's a credit side, there's a debit side. Where did the money flow in from? Where did it go out from? Now, for those of you on my WhatsApp, one of the major problems that a lot of people had reading their bank statements is they are just seeing numbers. They don't even know where it came from. They cannot remember what each transaction is. I beg you, you are an adult. You are an adult human being. Every transaction you are making, put a narration. These things is called being accountable. How can you send out money from your bank account without putting clear narration? Some of you, just because your bank app makes it compulsory, you just write ABC. Write it down so that at the end of the following year, you can remember, oh, this is the money I sent out. This is what I paid for. You are looking at it now in retrospect. You'll be able to ask yourself, was that really necessary? So if you are one of such people that do not label your transaction, start doing that from today. You need it clearly labeled. If it is something personal that you don't want to write it out clearly, use an acronym. Take a book and write out what that acronym means. Because I do spiritual work, it's not every time I can write in details what your transaction is, but I have acronyms for each one. If this payment is for Ogun sacrifice, we have acronym for it, so that at the end of the year, when we are looking through the statements, we can check in through our acronym, the book where the acronyms are written, to know what exactly we are paid for. And if you are receiving money, either into your personal account or a company account, encourage people sending you money to put a certain narration that you are able to remember. Even if family is sending you gifts, if it was for school fees, let them write it there. If it's just for partying, let it be written there. There is nothing you write, it's your bank statement. The bank is not looking to say, this person is partying too much. Nobody cares. But just put it there, so that at the end of the following year, you will be able to understand it. So if you are one of those people who have not been doing that, it will be difficult for you to read through that statement. So you are going to do that. Print out that statement, download it, and start looking at where money came in from. You are going to check your credits, the last part of your credits. See the figures that is there. The end of your debit, see the figures that is there. Look at both of them. So some of you, money came in for you for real. If you look at the end of your credits, which is money that came in, let's take for instance you are a Ghanaian, you probably have, say, 1 million cedis. For example, 1 million cedis came out, total credits. Then you move to total debit, and then you are seeing 1.1 million cedis. 1 million cedis came in, 1.1 million went out. There's a problem. Now look at how the money went out. Look at the things you spent money on. It looks little when you are spending it, when you are transferring it. 20 cedis, 50 cedis, $10, 15, TikTok gifts, subscription, data, money for girlfriend, money for this, transportation to where they did not invite you to. They did not call you there. You are spending 120k on plane tickets, on something that had nothing. At the end of the day, you are looking at it this year. Was that trip worth it? No, it was not worth it. Big borrow lo ṣe lọ síbẹ̀. 120k has gone. Little by little, it adds up to what that figure is. So next year, you are not going to do the same thing. Look at all those unnecessary money that went out this year. Mark it. Download a PDF editor, yes, so that you'll be able to mark it in soft copy if you are using soft copy. Mark those expenses you made this year, that at the end of the year you are looking at it right now, that if I could turn back the hands of time, I wouldn't have done this. Mark it, because next year is coming. You can turn the hands of the one that is coming. Mark it and note them. Look at those expenses that are recurring, those ones that you cannot but do. Housing, feeding, clothing, all of that. There are some clothing set that was not necessary. See, if you cannot, I posted something on my WhatsApp status a few days ago. I said, if you cannot afford it times 10, you cannot afford it. If you want to buy, especially if it's not basic necessity, even in basic necessity, if you cannot conveniently afford 10 times of that rent at this time, I'm not talking to you people abroad that can get credit, or I'm talking to people in the real world where there is no down payments, there's no credits, there's no all those ones. I'll come back to you people living in the abroad. But for those of you like that, or those of us that live in a world where we pay out of pocket, all paid, all cash, out of pocket, listen to me. If you cannot afford it times 10, you cannot afford it. It is more than you. Accept the fact that you have not reached that stage in life. You are paying rent. The equivalent of your rent is 6 months of your salary. Ṣó ṣépè fún ẹni? Ṣáyé ń ṣe ẹni? Ṣáwọn tó láyé ṣó ń dì ẹni? What's your business in that part of Lagos when half of your salary is the equivalent of that? Ta ló lé ẹ léré? What's your problem? All these things, I cannot say it in English. Who is doing you? Who is pushing you? Please put that as part of what you are going to ask yourself next year. If you cannot afford it times 10, it's not for you. If you are paying rent on a monthly basis and you want to sign that rent contract, and you are signing it with the hope of salary that you have not worked for, there is something wrong with you. Because that salary you have not worked for, you don't own it, it's not yours. What if you lose that job in 3 months? What if something happens to the company and they cannot pay you for another 2 months? If you have to squat and share apartment with someone and sleep on somebody's couch until you can save at least 6 months rent, if you are paying in monthly, if you pay your rent every month, if you have to do that, do it. But don't go ahead and say that is why your expenses is more than your income. There are certain bills that you can cut down. You are the one that is lying to yourself. You can move from that side. Iyanifa, you don't understand. If I move from that side of town, it's far away from where I'm living. Wake up early. If you live in Lagos, if you wake up at 4, tó bá kúrò lé láago 4, tó bá kúrò lé 3:30, wàá rọ́kadà o. Kò síbi tó ń lọ tó ní dé o. Put yourself through that while you are saving money. But no, everybody in your office stays in Lekki. You too, you want to stay in Lekki. You don't know where they have saved money. You don't know who is funding their lifestyle. There are some people, bad as they reach, if they put a phone call through, somebody will show up for them for 3 years rent without blinking. You don't have such people. Oh, they're far away, mom. And you're not telling you, say, your village people is not doing anything. Your village people are busy with the real people that they are following. They are not doing you. You are the one that is doing yourself. Or maybe you are the one making it easy for them to do you. So look at those expenses and see the ones that are not necessary. Only you subscribe for Netflix, subscribe for Prime, subscribe for Showmax, subscribe for Hulu, subscribe for Disney Plus. You are still subscribed for DSTV. Only you. Oh, it's just 1,500, it's just 2,000, it's just 3,000, and they say you cannot save that 1,500. Only you, Glow data, MTN data, Airtel data, 9 mobile data, router in your house, only you. Iyanifa, you don't understand. So that if this network goes down, we can switch. Yes, that's the way people that have money do it. But you don't have that money yet. You don't have it. Money that you don't have, you are spending it. You don't have it. If you cannot afford it conveniently times 10, you cannot afford it. Tell yourself you have not reached that place. Relax. Some of you, if you look at your expenses, friends are the ones that made you spend certain money that was not useful. They invited you to club. You follow them. Oh, thank God it's Friday. I'm not saying don't go to club. I'm not saying don't go and dance. I'm not saying don't entertain yourself. You get to club. People are now hailing you. Buy us 3 bottles. Buy us 3 bottles. Now so you come out card. Swipe it. And you're now looking at that amount of money and remembering that, I was not supposed to spend this money. There are some people that you don't need. You cannot afford such friends. And it's okay to tell yourself that I've not reached there. One day I will reach there. So why I stay with such people is because I want to be able to have connections with them. Yes, that's very good. But have you also prepared yourself to be able to say no to them when they are luring you into certain expenses that you cannot afford? Sister Rose, Sister Emeka, Auntie Bose, the circle of friends that you are connecting to, that is connecting you to the high places, every Saturday is Owambe. You will buy 200,000 naira gele. I don't want to be left behind. If I go there, I will meet people. All the Owambe you attended this year, how many people did you meet? And those people, how are they instrumental to your life? Your bank statement is what's talking. It's not me, because I don't know you. What exactly did those Owambe parties and those Ashwebi that you bought, what exactly did they contribute to your life last year or this year that is passing? Iyanifa, I'm investing into it, I'm getting. Yes, I'm all for investing into certain friendships and relationships that is going to connect you to certain people. But you and I know that that friendship is not connecting you to anywhere. It's just for show off. We both know. I was watching a video on YouTube. A lady put up a video saying how my friends pulled up to my business opening or something like that. And all of them were pulling up in luxury cars. I like to read comment section. So I was in the comment section, and there's a particular lady that everybody knew. I mean, they knew all of them, but there's a particular lady that everybody was saying, does she use a Lexus now? She be Honda that she's using. I saw so many comments saying, oh, she uses a Honda. Obviously, she pulled up in that Lexus just for the show, just for the recording. She probably hired the car. If she cannot afford it times 10, she made a very stupid decision, because there is nothing that is going to do for her. It's just for the recording. She's going to drop that car. She's showing up at her friend's party. She's not showing up in a business place where people will look at her and say, the person that came with that car deserves this contract. No. But if she can afford it times 10, it's her money. Let her spend it. But I'm just letting you know that people know that that car is not for you. People know. So except if it is bringing in at least 5 times the money that you have spent on it, you don't need it. It's a foolish expense. Don't do it next year. Don't. Everybody is setting up their house in a certain kind of way. You set up rented apartments. You are buying, what do they call those chairs? These luxury chairs that look like that. Igbo people use it most of the time. It looks like crown chair, royal crown chair like this. You are buying chairs 6 million, 12 million naira. Meanwhile, from January to December, only 2 people came to visit you. You cannot afford it though. You have bought it. If you are somebody that records and you're trying to show off luxury, you can buy one and use it for your recording. That's the point you are right now. It's okay. You are looking at people who came from money on social media and you are trying to replicate their life in real world. You see that your bank statements, that's real life. So if you don't want to put your scale on self on a scale of 1 to 10 next year and you are still 3/10, be responsible. This is you. There are so many other factors that is involved, I know, but let's talk about ourselves, because usually it is ourselves we talk about last. We know every other thing that added to it. We talk about ourselves last. Another very important thing is, first, you are the one that pushed yourself into those expenses. You don't need them. Secondly, you allowed friends to push you. The third one is family. A lot of you allowed family to push you. It's okay in 2026 to tell your family members that, see, I'm not what you think I am. I'm not Odù who have not arrived. And you see all these bills you are sending, I cannot afford it. I love you, but I cannot. It's okay. Call a family meeting this Christmas and sit everybody down and say, see, I'm sorry that I give you a wrong impression. You see all these bills, this person's mommy fell down and broke her teeth. It's you that they will call. Somebody's husband sent out of the house. It's you that they will call. Somebody is trying to pay school fees for his child in UK. It's you that they will call. Sit your family members down and say, see, I checked my account balance this year. My expenses was like 70 million. You people carried 55 million out of it. Emma pakete. It's okay. Me otobe sherope mori. Continue to pray for me. I will reach there and pass. But right now, tell them that you have not reached there. Will they be angry? They will be angry. Will they talk to you tomorrow? Maybe not. But when they were not angry with you, what did that kilo that for? Did he add more to the bank statement? Because we are looking at your bank statement right now. There are some family members that as you give them, Spirit is bringing money back for you. Yes, if you have those kind of family, continue to do for them. Because you stretching out to give to them, Spirit is bringing it back for you. You yourself, you know. Continue to give those people. There are some people, even their worry is not helping you. They collect from you. They are not sitting down to make you worry for you and pray for you. Say, this my brother that is doing this. Whatever it takes, he will continue to have. They don't love you that much. They don't care about you that much. Even their spirit is not functioning for you financially. It's okay to let them go. Aside from the people you are responsible for that you brought into this world, and your children, you are the one that gave birth to them. They sat down in your room, jeje, iwolo fokun fa, welcome into the world and come. You are the one that told them life is sweet, they should come and enjoy it with you. Those ones, you don't have a choice. But every other person, you have a choice. You are not their daddy, you are not their mommy. Our parents are late. I'm the only one that is. It's okay. I understand. First daughter, first son, firstborn. I see you. I'm also one. The only difference between you and I is that I don't have plenty younger ones that I'm responsible for, at least not now. But it's okay to tell family members the truth. In fact, send it to them as a prayer point that, see, your finances need help. They should pray for you. They should call fasting and praying and pray for you. Is that okay? So that's the third part of. And then the number 4, which should have come for number 1, is relationship. What's your name? Emeka or Ahmed or Shegun or Jesse? Look at your bank statement and see how much you spent on women that don't have any significance in your life. Just because you want to show that you're a man. This one will come to you today. You will give her money for hair. This one will come. My grandma's teeth has broken. You will give her money for veneers. My friends are all going for, you will give her money to travel. If you cannot afford it times 10, you don't have any business. I'm not saying don't give women money. I'm a woman and I want to collect money from you if you have. But if you cannot more than afford it, you don't have any business doing it. Some people are doing it, some odogu are doing it, and their account statement does not even feel it. Those are the people that are supposed to be doing it. Oh, tí jẹun kánú, only girlfriend mẹ́fà. But when she buy share, you have not established yourself and your life. You are the one that has girlfriend. You are the one that has side chick. Then you have bestie. Then you have the girls, my girls. They are just my girls. I'm showing up for my girls. Continue. Your bank statement is looking at you right now and is telling you. See how many skincare you paid for that you did not use. There is a difference between you are investing in one relationship that is going in the same direction you are going. But you see all this here and there, especially this TikTok. You are the one that is hopping from one page to another, gifting this person. You just want the girl to notice you and call your name, and you are feeling like, I don't understand if you people know that social media is not real life, sha. I don't understand whether when you drop your phone, you think about the fact that this is reality now. I'm not saying don't support people, but if you cannot afford it 10 times over, it's not your business to do it. Same goes with women. Supportive girlfriend, understanding girlfriend, they are not giving you money. You are the one that is spending. So that the man can see that you have not come here for the money, you are a good girl. If you don't have money, you have come for the money, and there is nothing wrong with that. There are women who have money, who can take care of an entire community. They are the ones that are supposed to be showing up as, I'm not here for the money. In Nkechi, you are here for the money, and it's okay. Stop taking out of the little that you have to put back into your business. Buy something for this one, buy something for that one. You just want to be seen as a nice girl. They are not going to pick you. That's not the reason they are going to pick you. It is not. Whoever it is that is going to pick you is going to pick you. Look at how much you spent on man. Look at your account statement. You have not bought earring 2,000. Which one is 2,000? You have not bought earring of $200 for yourself, but you have bought shoe $2,000 for a man that is not your husband, that is not investing into your life. And you are here saying you struggled in 2025. Don't let me say you have not started struggling. Please, next year, all these things I'm listing, they are not bad. Oh, listen to me. I'm not asking you not to do them. I'm not giving a general statement that says nobody should do it. I'm saying if you cannot afford it 10 times over, you don't have any business doing it. Whether in your personal life or among friends, among family, in a relationship. If you are in a relationship where you need to prove by giving to somebody that they should choose you and they should deserve you, you are in the wrong place. In case your mommy did not teach you that, let me tell you today, you are in the wrong place. So 2026, you are going to move out of there. Those are some of the places that your money went to that you didn't have any business going there. Look at your bank statement. Let your bank statement speak for you. And those of you that are in the habit of, I don't have a problem with you taking loans, right? But you need to, some of you, it has become a habit. It has become an addiction and you don't know it. Especially those of you that live in the part of the world where I come from. Taking loans is not a part of our life. It's not. It is not. There is a reason our environment is not structured like that. We take them when it gets right down to it. Some of you, you have 7 different loan apps. I'm not talking about when you take loan for, things like medical expenses, things that you didn't plan for and you need to take care of, yes. But I'm speaking to those of you that it has become a part of your life. Every loan app is threatening you here and there. And some of you think it's a smart thing to do. You don't understand that money is a spirit and you are speaking something to money. See, the universe is not a moral place. Spirituality is not morality. I need you to understand that. The universe does not understand good and bad. The universe understands action and reaction. Whatever the action is, whether you call it good or bad, the universe just understands that there is an action and it will give you a reaction, cause and effect. It doesn't matter what side of morality it stands. It is just a language that it understands. So if you are putting a language of you are comfortable owing, you are teaching Ajay to deal with you from a place of debt and loans. You are speaking a language and Ajay will respond to you in that language. Every time you want to take a loan, ask yourself, is it really necessary? Most of the time is not. Some of the time is not. You are teaching the universe how to deal with you financially. There's so many loan apps. The interest is just 1K, 2K. Interest is something else entirely. We'll come back to it. But right now, I'm not speaking about interest. I'm speaking about that attitude, that consciousness of being comfortable owing. One of the ways of Ajay is Elédùmarè má jẹ́ kí n lájé lọ́rùn, jẹ́ kí n ní lọ́wọ́. Téèyàn bá lájé lọ́rùn, gbèsè ni. Yorùbá says money gbèsè lọ́rùn. That's what it means. Let me try and interpret that in English. May I not have Ajay on my neck? May I have it in my hands? When you have something on your neck that is holding you like this, that is what we call loans and debts in Yoruba language. There is a reason that is a prayer, that is an iwure that we have to make every day. But you are telling Ajay that where you want to have money and figures is on your neck. You are already telling Ajay that. And then you are wondering why you never get out of the rat race of that credit, borrowing, loan, credit, borrowing, loan. And somewhere in your mind, you're like, that loan helped me to pay this one off. And you think you are getting free money, especially those of you that want to run away from the loans. You think you are outsmarting the loan company. You are shooting yourself in the leg. You are defining something for yourself. And Ajay is a flow. It is a motion. It will follow that pattern. You know, I told you that we are going to read the pattern of your finances. It is following that pattern for you. You are teaching it a pattern and it is following it. Break that pattern. Break it. Start by going back to pay all the ones that you owe. And sit down and ask yourself, what did you use those loans for? In future, when you face such situations, what is another way to take care of it without taking a loan? I'm not talking about when you take a loan for health issues and maybe there's an emergency. Not that. You know what I'm talking about. Okay. Let's continue. You will not say Iyanifa did not tell you, Sha. Let's continue with what. So you have printed your bank statement. You have looked into it. Whether you are a regular salary earner, or you are a business person, or you are receiving gifts, whatever it is, just break it down. In Ifa principle, income is not just about the amount. Income is about the source. You need to define the source, which is why I said be very descriptive when you are writing out the narration. You need to define the source. Now ask yourself, did this money come from my destined path? Did this money come from something that is aligned with me? Or was it just you chasing opportunities? Because that's what a lot of you are just doing. There's an opportunity here, there's an opportunity here, you are chasing, you are grinding. All of that is good stuff if you are applying it to the right thing. If you are chasing opportunities that does not align with your ori, you will chase it, or you will meet it, or you will lose it. Or either you chase it or you never meet it. Almost. And they say almost doesn't kill a bird. So you need to make sure that moving forward into the new year, your money is coming from the source that aligns with your ori. When it's coming from a source that doesn't align, it's a mirage. It looks like it is there, but it is actually not there. You look like you are receiving that money, but something is coming to take it away. So at the end of the day, when you look at your statement, it's not statementing. It's not adding up. You look like you made a lot of money from those opportunities. But because it doesn't align with your ori is not able to protect you from losing that money. It's like there are certain food items we take. Our body is not designed to store it. So if you like, take 10,000 grams of vitamin C today. You will need another one tomorrow. Your body is not designed to store it. It will take the one it wants, the rest will go. It will go. So at every point in your body, you have zero. When you calculate the vitamin C, you have zero storage of it. It never stores. It will go out. Because your body is not designed to store it. It's not carbohydrates, it's not protein, it's not fat, it's not sugar. Your body is not designed to store it. It's the same way. You are getting sources from places where doesn't align with your ori. Your ori is not designed to store that thing. It will come and it will go. Zero. 1,000 in, 0 out. Nothing. Sorry, 1,000 in, 1,000 out. It's not going to store nothing. Someone says, new financial self-inquiry. Is money coming from a source that aligns with my ori? Yes. It's not enough for the money to come. Take this vitamin C thing as an example. We take fruits that contains vitamin C. Your body is not designed to store it. So it doesn't matter how many fruits you take. In the name of vitamin C, you will still need it tomorrow because everything will go out. And that's how some people have been. They are working hard, they are following the opportunities, they are grinding, they are taking it in. But at the end of every financial year, where did it go? So that's number one. Did it come from you chasing opportunity or from your own resource? Secondly, was any of this money earned by violating your values, your Iwa? I told you that in the Ifa business school, I teach 16 principles of Ifa that has to do with money. Iwa is the number 2 principle. Ori is the number 1 principle. Iwa is number 2 principle. Did you earn money by violating your Iwa? Now, when I say violating your values, I'm not talking moral standards. I'm not talking general moral standard. I'm talking about values that align with you, yourself. There are things that your ori aligns with when it comes to Iwa and value. There are things that ori aligns with for me. My ori allows me to do certain things that if you try it, it becomes a problem for you. Your ori allows you to do certain things that if I try it, it becomes a problem. So did your money come from that, from you engaging in your Iwa, in the taboos of your Iwa, violating your own Iwa? A lot of you, Ifa has given you warnings about certain things. Your Odù does not allow you to have multiple partners. Some people's Odù allow it. And as a girl or as a guy, you have multiple partners where you are getting money from. Every other person is doing it. In fact, your friend that started doing it at the beginning of last year, she has bought a house. She has built a house for her mother. She has saved money. Out of that money, she sent her kids to the most expensive schools. But you are doing it. Both of you are getting the same income on the average. But we are looking at your bank statement right now. You cannot even buy block, let alone buy a plot of land. And you are wondering why that is. It's my village people. They did not allow me. Thank you so much for that gift. I've told you that your village people are busy with the important people. You are not a threat to your village people. At this time, you yourself are helping your village people to keep you in a position. They are not bothered about you right now. They have you in the corner where they need you. You have put yourself in the corner where they need you. So they are not bothered about you. They are facing the people that are doing real life things that is threatening them. Thank you so much for the gift. And your ori does not align with it, and you're doing it. It's against your values, not moral standard, your own values. Your Itefa expressly says, don't lie to anybody. Don't get involved in any shady business. Your Itefa expressly says, shut your mouth, you are an awo. Oroshunukun, wọ́n nínú ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ ló ń gbé. Keep it. Anything that you are being told, keep it. But you have access to all these big people and big information. You are selling it to the blogs, selling it to their competitors for money. And they are, of course, they are paying you heavily. You see the alert is bagam. You know how they say, my bank alert, my bagam, I check in all the balls. That bank alert is bagam. You see it in your account. But we are looking at your bank statements now. We are looking at it right now. We cannot see what you have done with the money. The money, and I like bank statements. You cannot just say, I don't know how the money went. We can see how the money went. Immediately you receive the background. That's when the roof of your grandfather's house went off. And as Yodogu, you went to the village to chest up. They came back to collect it from you. Boshe Lolo. The way the money came, it went. They will now tell you, there is one result in the exam you wrote. They cannot find that result. Somebody now says, I can help you to get the results, but you have to give me 2 million. Money has gone. And you say, thank God I had this money to be able to pay. What if I didn't have this money? I wouldn't have been able to pay that situation. If you did not have that money, that situation will not come up. You will not have needed to be in that situation. A lot of you don't realize that. The money came back the same way it went, and it will always go through a justifiable means. And you are looking at it like, thank God I had that money. When grandma fell down, who would have bought her POP? Who would have brought wheelchair? If you did not take money that violated your Iwa, your grandma will not fall down from the bench and need a wheelchair. You don't understand how life works. Okay. So you are going to check if that money you got violated your Iwa. That is your life principles. Violated the principles that govern your own life as a person. Then you ask yourself, what income stream gave me the most joy? What income stream did my spirit feel at peace with? What income stream gave me the time, the impact, the time to be able to impact people the way that it makes me feel fulfilled? Hello from Mexico. How are you doing today? How is Mexico today? A lot of you don't know that. See, I tell people this. Some of you are in the level of, I just want to make money, I just want to make money. Some of you are in the level of, I want to do more than just making money. I want to make impact. I want to make sure that I'm fulfilling my life destiny. I want to feel fulfilled. I want to look back at where my money went to, where my money came from, and tell myself that I'm proud of me. That's another level of life. And if you have not reached there, you can't understand. This one is for a few people that have gotten to that level of life. where you are not looking for money to eat. You are thinking about fulfillment, satisfaction. You look at your account statement and you are proud of where money came from and where it went to. Look at your bank statement and tell me, do you feel that way? Does the source of your income give you joy? Or was it I know how I felt before I got that salary. I know how I felt before that business went through. That's another level of life. A lot of you might not be able to relate, but for those that can relate, ask yourself, what income stream gave me the most joy, the most impact, and made me feel the most fulfilled? That is your Odù speaking. That is your Ori speaking. That is your purpose in life, your Àyànmọ́, your ìpín. That is it speaking. That is Elédùmarè speaking to you. That is your Orisha speaking to you that source of income was worth it. Someone says, is it applicable to those of us living abroad, working in a particular company? It's applicable to everybody everywhere in the world. It's applicable to every human being. Applicable to you, irrespective of the environment where you are. You should be able to ask yourself if the money you are earning violates your values. Because this time of your life that you are abroad, working in a particular company, is a part of your life, is part of your journey, is part of your story. What if life ends in another 5 years? This is part of your story, it's part of you. It is worth asking those questions. You are a human being worthy enough to have fulfillment every day of your life. We all deserve to go through life that way. Why I said I'm not particularly speaking to those abroad is because I'm coming back to you guys to break it down for you in a way that it would apply to you in a realistic way. But right now, this is everybody. I know a lot of us are saying, the one I'm doing right now, I'm just doing it to survive. Ask yourself if that is the only option you have. Life is too short to just do something to survive. Look at some of our uncles, aunties, even parents. All they did in life was just survive. Look at their lives. Do you envy them? Do you want to replicate that life? No. There are a lot of my uncles and aunties that, I'm sorry, I don't want their lives. I don't want to live like that. Life is too beautiful for you to just imagine. And see, the moment your subconscious accepts that, you know what, it's okay to just survive. Like I said, the universe is not moral. The universe does not understand prayers. The universe understands cause and effect. Just put it out there. It will come back to you. The moment you make your subconscious feel comfortable to, well, let's just survive, you will continue to just survive. You told yourself that 10 years ago, I'm picking up this job just to survive. You are 10 years into that job and you are just surviving. You haven't really done anything for yourself or for anybody for that matter. There is a better quality of life. Let me answer the person that is asking us about Itefa. How can I do Itefa? Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. Iyanifa Ewa's WhatsApp number, that is my WhatsApp number, is pinned on the screen right now on TikTok. Send the message. If you are catching a replay of this live streaming on YouTube, every information you need will be in the description box below in this video. Right, so you need to find out what source of income gave you the most joy, the most fulfillment, and the most impact. Your Odù is speaking to you there. So you mark the source of income that feels aligned. Mark it on that your bank statement. Right. Let's go to number 2. River 2 is your expenses. How money flowed out. This is where most people lie to themselves. Please don't. Go through every transaction for 2025 and sort them out in these categories. Number one, your expenses that has to do with covenant, that is necessary to maintain right relationships. There are some expenses that is necessary to maintain certain relationships. You are maintaining your relationship with your children, with your spouse. There are certain expenses that goes into it. You have to invest in those relationships. Now we talk about ancestral obligations. We have family and ancestral obligations. We have family support. We have spiritual practice, that is your ebo, your etutu. Put a total of that. Those ones are necessary based on covenants that you have with this group of people or this person. You are responsible for these expenses. Survival expenses, you have your basic needs, your housing, your food, transport, health. Do that. You have your destiny expenses. Now, this entire write-up I'm reading to you right now, I put it together under the Ifa Business School. And for those of you that have registered at the Ifa Business School, you'll be getting this write-up in your email immediately after this live streaming. If you are catching a replay and you have not received this email, please send a message on the same mail thread that we have been communicating back and forth since your registration, so that you will receive it. You will be able to receive this and use it practically for yourself even after this live streaming. But if you have not registered at the Ifa College, I think this is the time for you to go to the Ifa College website, ifacollege.ng. Click on the three buttons by the top right hand corner. You see Ifa Business School. Register for a program. Once you do all of these teachings that I put out about money and finances, you'll get it free. ifacollege.ng, that's the website. It's pinned on your screen right now, and it is also in the description box of this video. So you have your covenant expenses, survival expenses, destiny expenses. Destiny expenses is you investing in your path, your education, your training, your business development, tools and equipment for your work, the investment into your itefa, into knowing more about your Odù. All those ones are your destiny expenses. Add them up. Then leakage expenses, where your ashe is being drained. Leakage expenses. Status and show off expenses. I pointed out that earlier. Write it down. Write the figure. Add it. Don't be scared. Write the figure. This same thing that we are doing right now, I've done it for myself. Emotional spending. Write it down. The girl just smiled at you and said, Odogu, please, can I have money to buy bone straights? And you two just said, oh, she's so cute, and you gave her money. Number 3, subscriptions that you don't use, that you don't need. Leakage expenses. Subscription that you don't need. Number 4, lending money you will never see again. Your boyfriend is in the habit of saying, oh, just 200k, I need to add it up into this business. You and I know, pay boy on the business to. He's an Abuja boy, he does not have any business. He doesn't have any contract. He doesn't have any container that is coming. You know, you are a woman with intuition, you know. But you will still go ahead and supportive girlfriend and give him the money. Money you know is not going to come back. Loan that you know they are not going to pay back. Me, I've even taken it upon myself as a matter of being financially intelligent. I don't loan people money. I don't. I'm not a bank. If I have enough to give you, I give you. I don't loan, because every year I keep writing bad debt, bad debt, bad debt. They don't come back. You already know that your worry does not support you borrowing people money. When you want to take it back from them, Oma Dija, it will become messy. Don't do it as you are moving forward. So write out all of those things and add it. Now let's look at this Ifa principle. The Odù Ifá Irosumeji, it teaches that poverty comes from broken vessels. It was that Odù Ifá talked about a vessel that was leaking. That was the story in that Odù, in that Odù. It comes from broken vessels. Now add up all these 4 expenses. Does it match your total income? If the expenses exceed your income, you are either borrowed or you lied. Find out the truth. Find out the truth. How did you do it? What happened? How did you live beyond your income? How did you live beyond your means? You lied to yourself that you could afford it. You lied to yourself that you could afford it. But right now, the figures is telling you and I that you cannot afford it. Change that as we move into the next year. Let's look at river number 3. We have 4 rivers. River number 3 is the dam, your savings. Check your savings account. If you don't have one, next year you have to have one. I like how in the US they have checking accounts and savings accounts. In Nigeria, our savings accounts is still our checking accounts. We just be spend from the same account. We don't have anywhere that we save. Thank you so much, Emerald. So if you do not have before, it's time for you to have a savings account. So check your savings account. How much more money do you have as of today than the first? So look at the opening amount of 1st of January this year in your savings account. Look at the closing amount and look at it. Did you really save? Now the hard question: did you really save, and why did you save? Those of you that saved, let me ask you, comment section, did you save? Do you have a savings account? Did you save? Please answer me in the comment section. Do you have a savings account? Did you save? Do you have a savings account? Did you save? Yes. Amazing said yes. That's good. Did you save this year? Some of you, the only thing you saved this year is to save your life. I understand you. You saved your image and your dignity. Oh, yes. Oh, wow. I have good people on this live stream. You don't have savings to invest. I have a savings account, but no, I don't save. I have, but I don't have any savings. Okay, so next year we are going to have savings. Now, for those of you that said yes, that you saved, why did you save? I need to know why you people saved. Why did you save? You saved your life. You saved your life and your dignity. Those of you that saved real money, please, why did you save? I need response, both on TikTok and YouTube. Why did you save? Those of you that saved. You saved for the rainy day. Okay. You saved as to pick a business and start. Okay, so you saved for a goal. You saved for emergency and investment. All right. So according to this Odù Ifá Obarameji, there are 4 reasons people save. Some people save out of fear. They are afraid of failure. They are afraid of being broke and trapped. They feel, oh, a day might come when something might happen. Let me quickly save this so that in case anything happens, I can use it. I have things to do. Never want to be hunting for money. Yeah, that's why you save. All right. So he says some people save for failure. And they save out of fear. Fear of failure or fear of poverty. That's number 1. Number 2, some people save as a goal. They are saving for something specific. Like the person that says she's saving for her business. The Chi Diva. All right. Thank you very much. Àbọrú Àbọyè, Lizzie May Ashe. Alafia to you. Some people save as a covenant. They keep money aside for their obligations, for their ancestors, for their spiritual journey. You know, they just keep it to say, I'm going to be removing from here to make obligations. Some people save for no reason. The money is just sitting there. They're just like, okay, I have extra. Let me just drop it here. Nothing in particular. Odù Ifá Obarameji says those are the 4 reasons why people save. Now, from that Odù Ifá, the Ifá principle says money saved in fear becomes stagnant and it attracts misfortune. You see, when you say, I'm saving in case anything happens, you are saving so that you are not trapped. You are saving so that in case you lose your job, you have something to fall back on. You are saving in case any mishap comes up. you have something to take out for. You have told the universe the reason you are saving that money. And the universe is saying, okay, let me help you fulfill this. That's the reason you are saving. We have gotten the reason. We are going to serve you a reason to fulfill it. Do you understand me? Does everybody understand this principle? Remember, I said the universe is not moral. The universe does not know whether something is good or bad. The universe just understands actions and reactions. So you have sat down and you told the universe that you are putting this money aside in case you lose your job, in case the roof of your house falls off, in case something bad happens, in case you go broke. You want this money here to be able to help in that case. You have told the universe the reason. The universe is going to help you accomplish that reason so that your money is put to the use that you want it for. So those things will happen and you will need to use that money for it. But you don't understand that you are the one that jointly created that thing in the universe. You co-created it. But most of you think, thank God you saved this money. If you had not saved this money, this would not have happened. No, you saved that money and expecting that that will happen, and it happened. Oh, Iyanifa, are you trying to say if I don't save money with all of this in mind, life will not happen? Of course life will happen. But there are some people that when life happens to them, they don't run into savings. There are certain things that they do that fixes it. They make their ebo etutu, idafa, to fix their situation. They are not running into a savings. Something is about to happen. Ifa gives them a warning ahead. They take out of their money to do it to an ebo to fix or avoid that situation. Those are two different life quality. Two different qualities of life. But life is happening to both of them. So this Odù Ifá says that you do not go through life saying, oh, I'm saving out of fear, because that thing that you are fearful of, it will still happen and you'll be able to use that money, but you co-created it. Ifá says money saved in fear becomes stagnant and attracts misfortune. It would attract this misfortune that you are saving it for. But money that is saved with purpose becomes a seed. You are saving for that business. You are saving for a goal. You have to be specific and intentional. You are moving into a new year. I have a savings account. Speak to your savings account. Tell Ifá, tell your Ori, this savings account, I'm saving it towards a business. I don't know what the business is right now, but I'm saving this towards a positive reason. It's not out of fear. It's not out of something bad is going to happen. And that is not faith or religion or Christianity. That's life. So a lot of you co-created the negative situations that took up your money this year. But next year, we are going to co-create a better life, a better financial experience. Exactly. Chat diva, yes. Money is a tool. Money is a servant. Money is a servant. It goes to where you send it. If you send it to go and fix a messy situation, it's going to be looking for a messy situation for you. And it will find. Life is filled with messy situations. Okay. Life is filled with messy situations. Money is spiritual, so the angle you are directing it, it will find it for you. Odù Ifá Obarameji says, water that does not flow, when it gets stagnant, it becomes poisonous. Let the money you are saving flow towards a positive purpose. Let it flow towards a positive purpose. River number 4 is talking about investment. This is different from savings. Investment means I put money here expecting it to multiply. Is that okay? Savings, you are putting it there to fix something. Investment, you want it to multiply. Yes, it's based on your belief and faith to make it be. Money is spiritual. Okay. So now let's look at how look at your bank statements again and see how 2025 went. How much did you invest in business? How much did you put on business investment? How much did you put in real estate? How much did you put in education, yours and your children's? How much did you put in stocks? How much did you put in equipment for your business or tools that is used to generate income? Put that as a total. Now, two things that we must note here. When we talk about cars and houses, thank you so much for that gift, cars and houses. For some people, your car and your house is an investment that is going to generate money. For some people, your mobile phone and your mobile gadgets, they are investments that will generate money. For some people, they are leakage expenses. Leakage expenses. You don't have any business using that car. Look at 2025. How much did that car make for you? Yeah, mortgage is real estate. How much did that car make for you this year? And when I say your car making money for you, it doesn't only mean Uber or transport business. What did that car add to the value of who you are or your business this year, aside from show off and status, aside from class? For a lot of you, that's pretty much what it is. Some of you, your real estate investment is pretty much class and show off. But you have told yourself that, oh, it's real estate is an investment. But at this time, exactly. Some people, your car is your office, is making you money. Some people, their phone, their tabs, their pads is their office. It's an investment. For some people, it's not. From phone 16 to 17 to 18 to 20 to kilo shelle. You are buying MacBook, you are buying curved screen that you will not use. Some of you will not open it in a single day. When I started ԻΣΕΕ for today, right? Those of you that followed ΙΣΕΕ for today from season 1, when I started from season 1, I didn't have a pad. How many of you noticed that? I didn't used to come to ΙΣΕΕ for today with a pad. How many of you noticed I'm getting somewhere? How many people noticed that I think throughout season 1, I didn't have a tab or a pad, and I came to ΙΣΕΕ for today to teach? How many of you noticed that? You did, right? It was somewhere in season 2 when we started using the manuscript of the sacred Ifá text. That was when I started, because I wanted to read from there. I wanted to read exactly what we have put in the manuscript, to read it to you. Then I started using Dibia's iPad, and I would forward my text, the document, the PDF to his iPad, and I used his iPad. That was when I realized that I needed an iPad. I've never owned one. I just bought this one. Because of that, I have never owned one. And when I wanted to buy, I still did not buy iPad. I bought a very cheap one that is working for what I'm using it for. I could more than afford it, but I didn't see any reason why I had to have it. Until I saw that it was functional for ΙΣΕΕ for today. I'm able to read through it and guide myself, because I'm somebody that teaches. I could be here for hours if I don't take time. So that would help me read and follow the pattern, and will help me deliver it to you as it is written in the manuscript. That's why I bought it. I looked at iPad and I looked at the one. This one is a Redmi. Yeah, it's a Redmi. I love Redmi, by the way. my phones have been Redmi for like the longest. And I got it. This is about $200. Yes, exchange rate in Naira is about $200 that I got this. And it's functional for what I'm using it for. As of today, the only thing I still use it for is for this teaching. That's all I use it for. Because I'm thinking I don't need a third mobile phone. Now, why did I say it? There are certain things that you will lie to yourself and you say is an investment and is not. Is a liability and is a leakage expense. Moving forward into 2026, especially mobile gadgets, it is okay not to use a certain brand. They are just selling a brand. It's okay to tell yourself, I am not at that point where I can afford this brand. I don't care if that's what every other person is using. For someone like me, I'm not like you. Some of you go into places every day where people see you and you have to bring out your phones and your tab, and it adds a little more to your branding, to all of that. Yes, that's okay for people that need it. I don't need it. I'm always indoors. I'm either in my shrine or in my office, or I'm streaming, or I'm recording, or something. I barely go out to the outside world, and when I do, maybe I don't bring out my phone. So if I'm buying a phone that costs me an extra $1,000 just because that's what everybody is using, it is not an investment for me. It's a liability and it's a leakage, and I will not do it. Despite the fact that I can more than afford it, I will not, and you shouldn't. So understand what investment is. Understand what it is. Some of you, that house you are living in is not so much of an investment. It's just show off. You can sell that house and buy something else, and then take the half of that and invest in a functional house. Some of you, if you sell the house you are living right now, you can buy something that is not as big and as show-offish as that, and still buy a rental property. You can buy 2 houses from what you are living in right now that is not functional for you, and still buy a rental property where you would actually earn. But no, you want to live like the Joneses, but your account balance is not showing the account balance of the Joneses. The Joneses are on credit. Their expenses is less than 1% of their income. You are trying to live like the Joneses, and your own expenses is 450 times your income. Continue. The question now is, did your 2025 investment align with your Ori, or were you just following trend? You see that part? As you move into next year, before you make any investment, ask Ifa. Somebody said something jokingly online. I think it was a skit. He said his friend called him and said, "You, this young boy, what are you doing traveling the world? Instead of you to join me, let's go to Ikorodu." Apologies to people that stay in Ikorodu. This is not supposed to. It was a skit. Right? Said, "Oh, let's go to Ikorodu and invest that money." The young man says, "No, I want to enjoy my life and travel the world. I have worked and I've earned it." The other guy went to Ikorodu and invested. 6 months down the line, the Kábíyèsí said, "Òun ti gbẹ́sẹ̀ lé ilẹ̀ yẹn." Kábíyèsí said, "Nobody can use that land. Every land towards that axis belongs to him. And as a compensation, they will give him chieftaincy title." His friend is there on vacation laughing at him and saying, he's like, "I'm going to sue the Kábíyèsí." Now, as funny as that sounds, right? He was not supposed to invest in that land at that time. But you look at every opportunity as a good opportunity for you. It is a good investment opportunity. Nobody goes wrong with real estate at any time. But there is the one that is good for you part-time. You want to ask Ifa what you need to do, send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen. Even when you are investing, good investment, good opportunity, you still need to ask Ifa, is this what I'm supposed to be doing at this time? Emphasis on at this time. It might not be good for you now because something is about to happen. The market is about to go down. Price is about to crash. Ifa says not yet, hold on. How can Ifa tell me that I should not invest in real estate? Everybody that has calmed down, relax. Ifa says not at this time. 3 months down the line, the market crashes, price falls, and then you buy. And when you buy, in another 12, 13, 14, 9, 8 months, price appreciates more than double. But nobody knew 3 months ago that price would crash. But Olódùmarè knew. And he spoke to you through Ifa. Are you going to listen or not? 2026, are you going to ask before you put your money into something? Oh, this is a growing economy, I want to invest into it. You put your money there. The currency starts to fall. You have spent $1,000 investing in that growing economy. At the time that you invested in that growing economy, your $1,000 was worth 500,000 naira. There was a time that naira to dollar was 500. That growing economy, their currency started to fall. The same $1,000 you invested in 500,000 naira. By the time you calculate 500,000 naira in today's Nigerian naira, it's about how much? It's about $350. Your $1,000 when you invested in growing economy is now worth 350. Right? You see how these things happen. But there was a time people invested and boom, their money doubled. Their 1,000 became 5,000. Ask Ifa if that investment is good for you at this time. You are going into 2026. Make sure that where you are putting your money into is not just based on market research. Do your market research. All of that is good stuff. But before you make the final decision, ask Ifa. Send a message to the WhatsApp number. Save that WhatsApp number. You don't have to send a message today. Save it. Because a time will come when you will need to ask Ifa. Meiji says that's their crypto story. I can relate. You stop check. Oh, Janet Africana too is saying the same thing. I'm sorry for your experiences. And other people have interesting and wonderful, successful stories about crypto. There are some things that is not for everybody. And it's not for everybody at that time. There are certain things, no man. My staff will tell you. When people come to say, we have this business opportunity, we want to pitch it, they will say, that's our madam. Go and tell her. We are not saying you should not tell her. The person will tell me and talk like, do you have any questions? No, I need to ask one more question. I want to ask Ifa. And they look at me like, yes, your business idea sounds beautiful, but if I don't ask Ifa, I'm not gambling with my money. You don't understand. I'm not doing it. Bede Fatai. Is that Fatai? Eshe Goni, thank you so much for that gift. Mr. Dayo P1, Ekujome Town. So now that we have looked through the 4 rivers, let's find out the reading of your financial Odù. Based on this, on everything, let's see where your flow and your flow pattern was this year. Now, the calculation, put your total income, your total expenses, your total savings, your total investment. Now, calculate this ratio. You are on a leakage rate. If your leakage expenses plus your total income put in, so you are going to calculate it like this. Your leakage expenses plus your total income times 100, your covenant expenses plus your total income times 100. You do that for your savings, do that for your investments. Now, your Odù Ifá says you are a broken vessel. If your leakage rate is above 30%, based on this calculation, and your savings is below 5%, your investment is below 5%. What that means is that money came in, money left. You ended 2025 roughly, literally worse than where you came from. It's like pouring water into a basket. That's category 1. And what is Ifá telling you here? He says, stop the leak first. Stop those leaks, those subscriptions, those payments, those spendings that had nothing to do with your life. Stop them first before trying to fill the vessel. Look at the places where your drum is leaking from. Look at the places where your container is leaking from. Look at where it's leaking from and begin to seal it. First of all, seal that before you start thinking, maybe I need to make more money. Because some of you right now, you are looking at the credit and the debit and you say, it means I need to make money. First of all, before you make more money, because no matter how much money you make, if your leakage expense is still there, money will still go out. No matter how much water I pour into this container, if it is leaking, the water will still go out. It will still go out. So you first of all need to identify your leakage expenses and block it. Cut out those subscriptions and expenses that you don't need. Cut out those friends that are always pushing you to spend and spend what you don't have. They can afford it, but you cannot. If they want you to go to every party with you, then they should buy their shoebi. If they want you to go to every club with them, then they should always take care of the drinks. If not, cut them out. Spend this December cutting out whatever is responsible for your leakage. And if it is you that is responsible for your leakage by yourself, then you probably need an accountability partner that will help you as you are going through your spendings for next year. As we are going through your spendings for next year. So like I said, the calculation is here. For those of you that have registered at the Ifá business school, this PDF will be sent to you, so you'll be able to practically calculate this. You'll be able to practically calculate and see where you fall. So for 2026, what I will prescribe for you is cut off all leakages for 6 months. Every naira, every dollar, every penny you save from your stop leakages will go into another investment. All that money that you spent this year that was not necessary, when the time comes for them next year, put them into a certain account and see how much you will have, how much you would have saved, and you are able to invest. Now, the second category is those in survival mode. Survival mode means that your survival expenses is above 70% of your income. Remember what we called survival expenses. Survival expenses including housing, food, transportation, health. If your survival expenses is more than 70% of your income, and your savings is less than 10%, and your investment is 0, you are in survival mode. That's what you have been doing this year, just surviving. That means you are trapped in a paycheck to paycheck existence. You are not building, you are just maintaining. You are collecting money on your job to distribute it to other people. You are just a channel that money is passing through, like a pipe. A pipe cannot store money, but a pipe is constantly wet, right? Money is constantly flowing through a pipe, but it cannot store, it cannot save, it cannot invest. It's just a channel. You are the person is just a channel that is taking money from here and dispersing it to other places. It's called survival mode in Ifá, and that's where some of you are, and you need to leave that. You are just maintaining breath, you are just maintaining human life. That's all you are doing. And you are supposed, at this point, you should be more than that. You should do more for yourself than that. 2026, you need to do more than just surviving. Now, how do we take care of that? It says, your income is too low for the expenses you have, or your lifestyle is too expensive for your income. One of them must change. Either you need to increase your income, or you need to reduce your survival expenses. Start with your rent. If it's okay for you to ask a friend to say, you know what, can you stay there for a few weeks, a few months on their couch and help them pay part of their bills? If you are currently paying 2,500 for rent or 800,000 for rent, and you can find somebody that you can just stay on their couch and you can support that house with 100K, you cannot afford the life you are living right now. You cannot. If you have to go and stay in a hostel kind of house just to be able to balance yourself in this period, is okay. You cannot afford a house. Tell yourself the truth. You cannot. So it's either your income is too low or your expenses is too much. If your expenses is at bare minimum right now, it means your income is too low. You have to start looking at increasing your sources of income as we are moving into next year, so that you will do more than just surviving. Kasha Madupe, let's just thank God. At least we have food to eat. As if it's okay. Other people are thanking God for more things. Move away from this point and move to the point where you can thank God for more things, not just at least we are surviving. So is no. There is a better quality of life, I beg. You people, please, So it means that your income is too low or your lifestyle is too expensive. You have to fix one of them. For 2026, this is what I prescribe to people in this category. Increase your income by at least 30%. Get a side hustle, learn a new skill, get a better job, get a second job, do something. Or cut out your lifestyle expenses by 30%. Choose one, but both is better. So you can cut out your expenses and still increase your income. At least do one if you are in survival mode. Do one if you are in survival mode. What does this person mean by SVC? I have a feeling it's not something I want to hear. Thank you. Yeah, so that's for the second category of people. The third category of people are the fear hoarders. The fear hoarders. Those of you that you are hoarding fear. You are actually hoarding fear. Wow. It says that your savings rate is above 40%, your investment rate is below 5%, your covenant rate is below 5%. That means you are saving but you are not growing. You are so afraid of losing money that you will not invest it, you will not plant it. Even your spiritual work, you won't do with the money you are saving. You are spiritually poor, but your bank account is full. No investment, but your bank account is full. No spiritual investment, no financial investments, no real estate investments, but when we see your savings is there. You are saving for the rainy day. I pray that rain, ojo ẹ̀sìn tẹ̀rù kó máa rọ̀ yẹn, Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kó rọ̀. Ojo ìbànújẹ́ tẹ̀ ń save fún yẹn, Elédùmarè ò ní jẹ́ kó rọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmarè. That rainy day, that rain of sorrow, rain of problem, rain of unexpected calamity that you are praying for, láṣẹ Èdùmarè, it will not rain on you. Because that rainy day you are saving for, if it should rain, owó tó save ò ní tó. That's your mindset that you are saving for rainy day. You are not saving for regular rain. You know the type of rain you are saving for. But you, deep down inside you, you don't want that rain to fall. Yes, that's the only thing you are putting your money aside for. When that rain now falls, you will say it's your village people. Please, do better in 2025. Abi 2026. Do better. Odù Ifá Obarameji says stagnant water breeds disease. Your fear is blocking your blessings. That is why you are not growing. That is why you are not growing. The mindset with which you are saving is from a mindset of fear, of lack. You are scared of being broke. When you look at your account balance every day and you see the 2 million you have saved, you are happy. It gives you confidence. May life not happen. 2 million cannot save you. 20 million cannot save you. 200 million cannot save you if life truly happens. So take that fear out. And yes, save, invest, but from a place of fulfillment, of joy, of expansion, of growth, of security. Take out of that savings little by little and invest in your spiritual well-being. Invest in it to an able that will shield you from that raining day that you are saving for. Because trust me, you don't want that raining day. Because when it comes, like I said, what you have saved will not be enough to. It will not be enough to save you. For real, it won't. It's not enough to save you. So people in that group, what I prescribe for you for 2026 is invest 50% of that your savings into whatever Ifá is aligning you to. Invest into it for the next 90 days. Move the water and see what will happen. Emphasis on what Ifá has asked you to invest into. The fourth one is the gambler. The gambler invests 40% of his investment. His leakage rate is 20% and his savings is less than 5%. What does this mean? You are always chasing the next opportunity, investing 40% of your income. You invest in everything and master nothing. You are high risk and low covenant. High risk and low covenant. You want to, this one, if you put 10 million, you are going to get this proof. And at the end of the day, everything is failing. The next big one, you will put your money into it again. You are just gambling. And that's not the way success comes. The message says you are not investing. You are gambling. You are breaking the covenant by not securing your foundation first. Relax. Find out what Ifá wants you to invest into and invest into it wisely. Don't jump after every opportunity that is coming. It's not every opportunity that is for you. Look at how much money you have lost from MMM, crypto, something stocks. You know nothing about stocks. So because somebody said this, because somebody said, they said this is the next thing that is working. Look at how much money has leaked out of your income just because of that. What do I prescribe for you, this category of people next year? Stop all new investments. Take a chill pill. Stop every new investment. Focus on making your existing investment profitable. The one that you have your money in now, start to learn it. Ask Ifá, are these things for you? If it is not for you, withdraw your money from it and save that money. And then wait for Ifá's direction into another investment that aligns with you. The fifth category of people, which is the last category, those ones, their leakage is less than 10%. Their covenant is the things that, we listed what is written under covenants, which has to do with your spiritual, your family, and your personal. It is between 5% and 15%. Their savings is between 15 and 30. Their investment is between 15 and 30. This type of people understand how money flows. They understand money. They understand how money comes in. They honor their obligations. They plant their seeds. They invest and they maintain their reserves. They are balanced. So if you do not fall within this range, there's a problem. Find out what the problem is. People like that, you're on the path. All you need to do now is to deepen it. Find out from Ifa, how do I make this thing deeper, wider, and how do I expand it? You already have a very good financial pattern that you can maintain. What do I prescribe for people like this in 2026? I say, let your investment increase a bit based on the direction that Ifa is taking you to. Maintain your covenant expenses, maintain it, continue to make your etutu, your ebo, your relationships that you're investing into, family, maintain it at this pace that it is right now. You are on your way to building generational wealth. We have heard that, and I'm not sure if anybody has broken down your bank statement to you in this way. This is why I tell you that there is a difference between financial knowledge when it comes to Western education and when it comes to Ifa. If you have not registered at the Ifa Business School, I don't know what you are doing. Go to the website ifacollege.ng. If you are watching a replay, it will be in the description box below. Oluwaseun, Father Miton, hi, how are you doing? The link to the website will be in the description box of this video. If you're catching a replay, ifacollege.ng. When you get to the website, the top 3 corners, click on the menu button and register at Ifa Business School and start to learn how Ifa teaches finances that is more than just gambling the way every other person teaches it. Before we wrap this up, I know you guys are feeling attacked right now because a lot of you are looking at your life outside and you're wondering, child, is this me? Yes, this is you. This is you. And so that this will not be you in 2026, that is why I'm teaching you this. So that this will not be you in 2026. So the third segment, I'm going to stop at the third segment. First of all, let me go through all the segments that we have. The first segment talks about the 4 rivers of money. We've touched on that. Reading your financial Odù, we just completed that. The next segment talks about building your 2026 financial covenant and then how to build around this for you based on your own income. And then we have downloadable resources. That is for people that have registered at the Ifa Business School. But for every other person, let me just take you through the third segment. The third segment talks about building for 2025 and 2026. So you are going to have a covenant framework. 2026 is not about doing better. It's about being intentional and having a covenant with yourself. Is that deep? Make it a financial covenant with yourself. A financial covenant is a sacred agreement between you, your Ori, and your source of wealth. So you are going to take a fresh page and write this, my financial covenant for 2026, or my 2026 financial covenant. You are going to be guided in covenant building. Number 1, your income intentions. Based on your Odù, what is your income target for 2026? Write down that figure. Where will it come from? Will it come from your current source of income? Will it come from a new income? 1, new income 2, write it down. How would you know that? By making an Ifa divination. This my current source of income. Is it ṣóṣì máa gbè mí lọ́dún tuntun tó ń bọ̀ yìí? This investment that I'm in right now, is it still going to support me and grow me in the following year? If not, do I need to switch to something else? Do I need to add something else to it? Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen right now and answer that question. Ask that question and get it answered. Queen B. Esther, thank you so much for the gift. You need to know. So the first thing is your income intention. Ifa says, don't just wish. We just don't wish for money in spirituality. We declare where it is coming from as it aligns with our destiny for that period of time. You will list what are the efforts that is required, what sacrifice is required for me in this income target that I've given myself. There is a part that you have to play aside from just praying. 3 things: time that needs to be invested, money that needs to be invested, skill that needs to be invested. List out what you are going to invest to get this target. List it out. How much are you going to put into investing in your spirituality, investing in your personal goal? How much of your time every day are you going to invest in these additional sources of income or this new source of income, in case Ifa says you should change it? You will write it down. Section 2 talks about expenses covenant. You have done your income covenant, expenses covenant, based on your new income target. And looking at this year that is ending, you are going to allocate percentages to these expenses. Number 1, your covenant expenses, which covers family, ancestral, and spiritual. What percentage of your income is going into that? If your income is 5 million and you want to spend 500k on your ebo, your etutu, your family, your ancestral obligation, put it there. Survival expenses, house, food, your basic expenses, put the percentage there. Your destiny expenses, which is education, your business growth, put it there. Leakage expenses, yes, allow for some leakages. You are human, allow for it, put it there. Savings, put the percentage. Investment, the percentage. The total of it must be 100%. Now, listen to me. I didn't tell you to write figures. I said percentage. That is going to vary based on your income. If your target income is 10 million and you do not make 10 million, you are still going to work with the percentage of 10 million. So write it down there as percentage. So you should be able to add your covenant expenses, survival expenses, destiny expenses, your leakages, your savings, and your investment. Everything should sum up to 100%. Now, these are not suggestions. These are covenants. Breaking it has consequences. Tell yourself that. Let me give you an example. Imagine that your covenant expenses is 30% and your income is 100 million, meaning that 300,000 is what you have put aside for that. Now, your covenant expenses covers ancestral, family, and spiritual. You can decide to say you are dividing it into 3. So 300,000, right? 100k for this, 100k for this, 100k for this. The moment you exceed that 100k, tell the next family member that I wish I can help you at this time, but I do not have to cover this. You have exceeded it. It's a covenant. You have reached the limit. Stay there. It's not an emergency for your life. It is somebody else's emergency. Let them carry it as their own emergency. It's not yours. You have to adhere to these things very strictly. If you don't, you are going to end up the same way you are ending this 2025. Prayer is not going to do this. Àdúrà ò lè ṣe léyìí. It requires covenant work with yourself. You are going into a covenant with your ori, with your future and yourself. And at the end of 2026, we will still sit down and have this conversation. Then we see the people that listened and those that did not listen. Before you know what's happening, 2026 will end. We'll be back here. Let's share Elédùmarè. So you put it like that. Your survival expenses, so housing, food, all of that, it must not exceed that percentage. Some of you will not be able to afford Chinese next year. You will not be able to eat at high-end restaurants. It's okay for you to sit down in your house and cook home food. Homemade meal is cheaper. Sit down and eat it. Some of you will not be able to afford some luxury red wine. Make zobo, hibiscus drink. It's also red. Pour it inside glass and drink it. Cut is food, I know, but don't let it go beyond that. You want fruit juice, right? Fresh fruit. Buy it and make it in your house. It's cheaper that way. You don't have to go to Chinese restaurant. You don't have to. If you cut it off, nothing is going to happen to you, I promise you. You don't have to eat in a high-end restaurant. It's not necessary, rara. You don't have to. You don't have to rent that apartment. 2026, make sure that your expenses, survival expenses, does not go beyond that. Take care of your health. Rest when you are supposed to rest. Eat healthy, eat well, so that you will not end up spending money in the hospital. If you live in an environment that has mosquitoes, protect yourself from it. Hibiscus is one of what I'm drinking now. I can't have wine right now. Exactly, drink it. It's healthy, and it's also red. It's like red wine. Nobody will know. Shogbo, stop wasting money. So you put it like that. Leakage expense, allow yourself. You are human, you make mistakes. But the moment January has passed and you have already exceeded leakage expense, boya ko so far you are not entitled to make mistake again for the rest of that year. Accountability structure, section 3. Who would hold you accountable? We need to know who is holding you accountable financially for next year. Write down their name, send monthly review to them, have a weekly tracking ritual that they will be able to watch you and be accountable with you and help you. Some of you need help financially. Get help now. Find somebody you trust. If you don't have anybody you trust, you have a problem. Fix yourself. If there is no one single human being in this life that you can trust with your finances, you have a problem. Don't come here and tell me people are not good people. There are good people in this life. So if you are attracting the wrong people, ask yourself why. If you cannot find one person that can hold you accountable financially on that journey, you are the problem. So go and fix yourself. Find an accountability partner. Put their names there. Have a monthly review. Find out how you are going to be able to track your expenses. Maybe you are going to use an app or whatever it is. Some of you need a core signatory on your account because let 10 million hit your account today. That's where you remember that Mercy Johnson was carrying this bag. Beyonce was carrying this bag. They bẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run. Láti ibi tó jókòó sí yẹn lọ sọ́dọ̀ Beyonce. You are sitting down, you are comparing yourself with people that have made it in life. That their children have made it by virtue of them. You 10 million that just entered into your account, JJ, you are going to buy 7 million naira Rolex watch. Tí o ṣe kó ṣépè fún ẹ. Táyé ò máa ṣe. Get an accountability partner. For some of you, you will set your account in such a way that anything above 200k, anything above 3 transactions in a day, somebody else has to approve it. It's for you to help yourself. Because you are actually making money. It's the way you are spending it that doesn't make sense. You are making money. Get an accountability partner. When are you going to be reviewing your account? You can choose weekly check-in. Maybe every Thursday you go through all your expenses for the week and see, did you cross the line? Did you stay within track? You can do monthly, check. You can do quarterly, check. As you are checking with your physical accountability partner, also check with Ifá. Is there anything that I'm doing right now that does not align with me financially? Check, check, check. Section 4, you now make a sacred declaration for yourself. You write it out exactly as I'm going to say it now. I, Iyanifa Ewa, I declare this covenant before Olodumare, before my Ori, and before my ancestors. I commit to honoring this flow of money through my finances in 2026. I will not chase what does not belong to me. I will not hoard what must circulate. I will not leak what I am meant to use for building. Where I plant, I will tend. Where I harvest, I will give thanks. Where I fail, I will seek alignment and not excuses. This is my word. Elédùmarè. Sign it, stamp it, and put it in front of your house. Put it on your screensaver. Put it in your room. Design it beautifully. Put it in your car. Put it everywhere. Recycle it every month. Sometimes the design gets very stale. It doesn't make any meaning. Remove it after 2 weeks. Put another one. Generate another one. Put it every year, everywhere. Someone says I should come again. The PDF is going to be available for those that are registered at the Ifá Business School. So if you are registered, you will receive this PDF immediately this live streaming is over, or latest by tomorrow. Within the next 24 hours of this live streaming, you would receive it. If you want to receive this and have this with you, go to ifacollect.ng, click on the 3 buttons by the top right hand corner. You will see the menu bar. Go to Ifá Business School and register for a course there. At least one course, you'll be able to get this. It comes free for all those that have registered. So you put it like that and you'll be able to learn. Now, I'm giving you 3 tools to take home with you. Tool number 1 is a financial tracker. It's going to be downloadable for those that have registered at the Ifá Business School. It helps you to track your 4 river monthly flow. At the end of the month, you'll be able to check. It's a monthly tracker that will help you to check, are you still within the range? Number 2, you will get a weekly money ritual that you can do for yourself. A weekly money ritual that you can do for yourself. Spiritual money ritual that you can do for yourself every week. The third thing I'm giving to you free is a leakage audit. Every 90 days, you would be able to track every unnecessary leakage. Subscriptions, emotional spending, broken boundaries with friends, family, and relationship. You'll be able to audit it, see it every 90 days. For some of you, you have to use your own every 30 days. You'll be able to check that. So you are getting these 3 tools free, in addition with this PDF, for those of you that are registered at the Ifá Business School. Now, if everything I have said to you today makes you feel like, I feel attacked, Iyanifa is talking to me. Stray bullets everywhere is just hitting you. Your ori is waking you up. That's why you feel like that. You have 2 choices. Either you take this and work with it. You can take this, work with it alone, and follow that journey. But you know that at the beginning of, when you hear a new teaching like this, you are excited. You want to use everything you have heard today. You can, I'm going to apply it by myself. But doing it alone is not easy. You and I both know that. Because you will be excited in January and February. By March, you will just go back to your regular everyday life. Well, God will help us. We will survive again. We will save our life again and our dignity. We don't have to save money. You know how it goes. So if you decide you want to do this alone, a lot of people start like this, but they are not able to go through it through the year. But you can choose to do it alone. Get an accountability partner for yourself that would help you with all of this. This video will be available on YouTube channel as a replay. So you can go back there and watch it again with your accountability partner, and both of you can help yourself, and it will be great. Someone says you have applied but you did not get a response via email. Sumaya, okay. The admin will check the mail on Monday. Sorry about that, Sumaya. The admin will check the mail and see if there's any mail that has not been responded to. That's the first choice. The second choice, you can decide to join the Ifá Business School and then have Iyanifa Ewa herself walk you through this journey step by step. where you would have all the 16 principles of Ifa with money and finances that you are going to apply to your life. Students that have started, don't worry. I've told them, I said after 6 months, I will bring them up on this live streaming to come and testify themselves everything that has changed in their lives since they started applying this principle, since they got it. A lot of them has attended so many business classes back and forth, but they will come themselves to tell you, this was me before I started, this is where I am now, this is what I've learned, this is how I'll apply. I don't want to be the one to tell you that. Don't worry, our students will be back to tell you. So if you want me to work with you on this journey in depth with what Ifa has said, please register at the Ifa business school. ifacollege.ng is the website. Click on the 3 buttons by the right, touch. It takes you to the menu. You see Ifa business school. There's a second icon on the menu, and you'll be able to register. Now, this is not just about you learning about money. I told you that for me, it is what? Building generational wealth. And you cannot build generational wealth if you are in surviving mode, if you are in gambling mode. No. You can only build generational wealth if the foundation that you have laid for money is solidly standing. That is when you can build something that 7 generations will carry and continue to carry. If all you want to do in life is just make money, buy a house, buy a car, marry a wife, have children, eat, wear designer clothes and go, this is not for you. You can find that somewhere else. But if your target is beginning 2026, I want to start to lay foundation for generational wealth, then you need to register at the Ifa Business School. Now, I taught you just a few principles. In everything that I just taught you today, that was just one principle of Ifa that we applied, just one. Imagine you now learning all the 16 principles that govern this, every one of them. That is how our ancestors were able to build wealth, that attracted people from the West, that they came to Africa. They are the ones that came. We didn't have to go. We had everything we wanted. We did not have to go. We did not have to cross over the Atlantic Ocean to go and look for anything. They are the ones that came to see what we are doing. They are the ones that came to steal from us. You don't steal from somebody that you have more than them, or somebody that something is not working from. You steal from something that looks better, something that is working. Nobody steals something they don't need. So these are the same principles that helped our ancestors to grow what Africa was, and that's what we are learning again and applying it to our lives. So on this final note, I will say this one thing. Some of you have seen the numbers in your business, in your bank statement right now, and it hurts so bad. I know it hurts so bad. 2025 didn't look pretty for you financially. I get it. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel bad. Don't spiral. Don't tell yourself, another year has ended and you have failed. Don't worry. We all messed up one way or the other this year. And by we, I say you and I included. The purpose of this is to let you see where the problem is. It's not for judgment. It's for clarity. And if you cannot see it, you cannot fix it. You have to see it first to be able to fix it. So all of this was for you to be able to see. Remember I said this Sunday, next Sunday, and the last Sunday of the year, we'll be having a recap of this year based on different aspects. Today is based on finances, which I think is the most important part of how our year went, right? So you have seen it now and you are able to fix it. 2026 that is ahead is not about perfection. I want to have a perfect financial life. It's about alignment. I want my finances to align with my Ori. That's exactly what we are doing next year. So we are starting from here now to honor that covenant and trust the process that we are going to make a success. Aláṣẹkù. That is what this year is going to be about. So now that you have seen what last year, what am I saying last year? It's a few days, it will soon become last year. Now that you have seen what last year or this year that is passing looks like, are you going to decide to pray more, to have more money? Because some of you might still choose prayer. 2026 is our year of double portion. Father, I pray next year it will be double. Relax, relax. God is not deaf. He has heard the one that you have been praying since 2020. It's time for you to be the one to do the work. So if you are ready to do the work, I will be expecting your messages, because next year, I am raising people that are going to be financially strong. I'm raising people that will be able to come online and say, Iyanifa, I applied everything I've learned, and within a month, I can see a huge difference. Some of you that joined me this year, you can see how your life has improved financially. I would always use Jane Juma Enterprise as an example. She is my signboard to show that if you decide to walk in the path of Ifa, your money will change. Literally, it's not by faith. It will literally improve. She's a proof of that. Mrs. O Forever is a proof of that. Mr. Mike is not on the live streaming today. He is a proof of that. All three of them have come out on this live streaming to speak. One of them was coming from zero, and she has significantly moved to positive. One of them was coming from a height of positive, and they have significantly improved it. One of them was coming from a certain point. They have literally doubled it in real life figures. I've never seen any of them physically, at least while I was working with them. Just in this online space, teaching, learning, following the guidelines, and they can significantly say this is the difference in their life. I'm not raising a church. I don't want numbers. Yes, I appreciate the fact that, wow, 175 or 76K. You are not saying, oh, he's not a live streaming person. I told you that every time you see him on the live streaming, I'm literally dragging him there. So he's not a live streaming person. So for those of you, yeah, I was talking about the numbers. I'm grateful for over 170K organically grown people. That's a lot in figures. But more than that, I want to make sure that the quality of life of these people is also increasing. Ifa did not tell us to go and generate numbers. Ifa told us to go and make impact, to give knowledge that will make impact. And what are you learning in Ifa if you cannot apply it to your everyday life and make significant difference? That is what Ifa College is all about. That is what I am all about. Significant difference. Apply it to your everyday life, practical life. If you cannot do that with Ifa, then it is just another story or another poem, another religion. And Ifa is not that. Ifa is everyday life. Everyday life. So please head over to the website ifacollege.ng. On the right hand corner top, you will see the three buttons. Click on it. It takes you to the menu, and you will be able to register for Ifa Business School. Make it a conscious effort. It's a covenant. Make a covenant with your finances next year that I'm doing better than I did this year. Everything I need to learn, I'm taking responsibility to make sure that it works. Is that okay? So today we have come to the end of 3 hours. Yes, I said 3 hours. I have another appointment for 3:15. We have come to the end of this live streaming. You see this live streaming, I'm going to watch it again too. That's manual, I'm going to read it again too. So you are heading over to YouTube to register, to subscribe at Iyanifa Ewa TV. Once the replay is available, you'll be able to watch it again. This is the kind of video you share with your friends and family that you love. Because if they fail financially, they will come to you. You don't want them to fail. If you have friends that you cannot share this with, me, I don't know what kind of friendship, you guys are having. Can I put it here? No, it's going to be on YouTube. Every replay is on YouTube. Open that. The replay is going to be on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. That is where replays will be. Replay is on YouTube. So you go to the YouTube channel, subscribe, turn on notifications so that as soon as the replay drops, you will be notified and you would be able to watch it and share it with your friends. If you have not, if you are not a part of the Global Ifá community, please send a message. The YouTube name. Somebody type the YouTube name. Somebody should type the YouTube name in the comment section. Iyanifa, I see you. Please send it to your students. 2025, Ajay has to work for us in a greater way. We have to make Ajay work for us. Ajay is available to us, but we have to play our own part this coming calendar year to make sure that we align ourselves so that Ajay will work for us. So we would have a live streaming again next week Sunday, and then the last Sunday of the year. But we have not resumed Ashe for today. We haven't resumed Ashe for today yet. We are still taking a break on Ashe for today. You know, we started season 3 episode 1 and we needed to take a break. So I will be announcing when Ashe for today will start. And right now, I think they said Nigerians cannot stream until 7 a.m. So the time would actually also change. But we are trying to arrange and see how that is going to work for us. How that's going to work, especially for those of you in the diaspora, because that will be like 1 a.m. and 1 a.m. and let's see, and maybe 10 p.m. for those on the Pacific time. But we're going to work out a time that works for everybody, where everybody will be awake. Did Ifá tell us all to rest? Oh yeah, Ifá did. Ifá did. So for those of you that are constant viewers of Ashe for today, you can go to the YouTube channel and continue to catch the replays. Every time you listen every day, there's something new and something fresh to get from the Odù Ifás. But the Sunday live streaming will continue. Next week we have another episode of the recap. So we'll be recapping on 3 things: on our health, on our relationships, and our finances. Health, relationship, and finances. So today is health. Next week will either be relationship or health. Today is finances, sorry. Next week will either be relationship or health. Depends on what direction Ifá is leading us to next week. And then we will round off for the year, and then we will continue. So those of you that have registered at Ifá College, your classes will continue every day as usual. No interruption with your classes. Ifá Business School, register. It's for your own good. If you want to be broke again next year, it's now that we will know. Only Sunday to Mada at Saturday Latimamu. If you want to be financially successful next year, the decision is right now. And then if you have not made a divination for the new year, you have not made a divination for the new calendar year that is starting, please send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is showing on your screen. The replay, I don't know what time, YouTube will process it and post it by themselves. I'm not the one that controls that. So just go to the YouTube channel, Iyanifa Ewa TV. It's pinned on your screen right now. Subscribe, turn on notifications, so as soon as the replay is ready, you can always watch it. And you can catch a replay of every other episode that you have done. Sumaya, I would attend to you immediately after the live streaming. Eshe Goni, Adupe, I would attend to you after on WhatsApp after the live streaming. If you have any questions, please ask. If you have any questions, please ask before we round off. I have another meeting in 5 minutes. If you have any questions, please ask before we round off. In absence of any question, let us make our Iwure. I think that's the part of the live streaming I missed the most. I missed the Iwure the most. What part of the live streaming have you really missed? Since I've been gone for a minute. It looks like I've been gone for a long time, but it's just been a minute. What part of the live streaming did you miss? Is it the Iba? Or the Iwure? Or the teaching itself? Or is it my face that you missed? Is it my face that you missed? No questions, just gratitude. I'm full always. Eshe Goni, Iyanifa, Alafia to you, thank you. Somebody said they missed the Iwure. Another person said, you miss all of it. The Iwure and the Iba. The Iba, especially to the mothers. Oh, wow. The teaching and the Iwure, you missed everything. So nobody missed my own face. Oh, God. No problem. The next time I'm going to teach, it will be voice only, no video. Since nobody missed my face. Voice only, no video. From next week. Voice only, no video. I'm not going to come here showing my fine face again. All right, let's round off with our Iwure. Don't worry, I'm here. Let's round off with our Iwure. Akodaye Asheba. Where is everybody in the house that is saying Ashe? Akodaye Asheba. Akodaye Asheba. Bashe. Asheba ti wáyé ọjọ́. Asheba ti wọ̀ oòrùn. Asheba Elédùmarè ọba tẹ́rẹrẹ kárí ayé. Ajagunmalé olúwo òdi ọ̀run. Asheba. Asheba olúbíkin. Asheba ọ̀sán ìbíkin. Asheba gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró. Àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ̀run. Asheba yín bàbá àti ìyá tó ṣọlọ́kọ̀ tó wà wá sáyé. Asheba àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ̀run. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin alágogo idẹ, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọlọ́mú kan tí ń fún gba ọmọ ọlọ́mú, ẹlẹ́sẹ̀ kan tí ń bẹ́ lẹ́sẹ̀ méjì ìjà. Asheba àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ̀run. Ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má bòtán, ẹ̀yin arógbaṣọ má balẹ̀. Asheba yín o, àníkíbà ṣẹ ọ̀run. Asheba gbogbo orí kọ̀ọ̀kan, Asheba orí àtẹlẹ́dàá kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọ síbí lẹ́yìn, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ̀run. Gbogbo agbára tó solé ayé ró, gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tí ń mọlẹ̀ tó solẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìire mú. Asheba àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ̀run. Asheba àwọn aláṣẹkù, àwọn tó ṣàwòkù sẹ́yìn fún wa, àwọn tó tẹ̀ káwa tó tẹ̀, àwọn tó tẹ̀ ìlú ìdó, àwọn tó lànà Ifá fún wa, tó lànà ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fún wa. Asheba yín o, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ ọ̀run. Àwọn tó ní ká máa ṣáwó, àwọn tó ní ká máa ṣáwó, àwọn tó ní ká máa ṣèbà, àwọn tó ní ká máa ṣe fá. Asheba àwọn aláṣẹkù. Àní káwọn aláṣẹkù bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ojú kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọpọ̀ síbí lẹ́yìn, mo ṣèbà orí, mo ṣèbà ẹlẹ́dàá, mo ṣèbà gbogbo agbára tó súnlé ayé ró. Ẹ̀yin lọ́balọ́ba níjòyè níjòyè, ẹ̀yin bàbá wa, ẹ̀yin tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè gbélé ayé fún. Asheba yín o, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ. Onílé mi ògbódò ọ̀rà, mo ṣèbà Jíbọ́lá, mo ṣèbà Ẹ̀dán, mo ṣèbà ìyá mi Àbẹ̀ní, mo ṣèbà onílé, mo ṣèbà gbogbo ọmọ onílé. Àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Láti oṣù kìíní títí di oṣù Ọ̀pẹ tó jẹ́ oṣù kejìlá nínú ọdún 2025, Asheba fáwọn agbára tó solé ayé ró. Asheba fáwọn agbára tó dúró tì wá. Asheba fún gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tó dúró tì wá. Asheba Ọ̀ṣun Ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ olóòyàn ayò, ládékojú ẹbọra tí ń gbé ní omi. Asheba ẹ̀wùjí alágbólódò. Asheba àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Aṣọ oore yèyé o, omi o, ọ̀tá o, ẹ̀rí o, àgbá o. Aṣọ oore yèyé Ọ̀ṣun o, àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Ògún lákàyé ọ̀ṣì ìmọ̀lẹ̀, olómi nílé fẹ̀jẹ̀wẹ̀, òláṣọ nílé fi mọ̀kímọ̀ bóra. Asheba Ògún tó ń lànà fún wa, Ògún tó ń pa àlọ àti àbọ̀ wa mọ́, Ògún tí ò jẹ́ ká rí jàǹbá mọ́tò. Asheba àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Asheba Ọ̀ṣun Ṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀, Asheba Iyemọja ẹbọra tí ń gbé nínú omi, afínjú obìnrin tí ń gbàdọ̀bálẹ̀ ọkùnrin. Asheba àníkíbà wa ṣẹ o. Èṣù láàlú ògiri òpó, abẹ́ṣọ́nṣọ́ lórí. Láàróyè wọn lẹ́lẹ́kún sunkún, láàróyè ń sùn jẹ, ẹlẹ́kún ṣumí, láàróyè ń ṣù fún. Èṣù adúpẹ́ pé ò ṣe wá ọpọ́mọ ẹlòmíì ló ń ṣe. Èṣù adúpẹ́ pé ó dúró tì wá, òun gba ẹbọ wa, òun gbé fáwọn ajogun, òun lé wọn jùnà, àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Ajé ògúngúrú sọ onísọ̀ òbòjì, ajé aṣé ẹṣé ẹṣé ẹṣé. Àṣìbá ajé, adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ ajé tó dúró tì wá, tó sọ lé wa dilé, tó fi ọ̀nà wa ṣe ọ̀nà, tí ò jẹ́ ká lájé lọ́rùn, tó ń jẹ́ ká lájé lọ́wọ́, tó ń gbé oore owó, ire ọlá, ire ọlà, tó ń gbé wá fún wa látorígun mẹ́rẹ̀ẹ̀rin àgbálá ayé. Àṣìbá ajé o, àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Gbogbo agbára tó wá dúró tì wá, gbogbo àwọn èèyàn bí èèyàn, àwọn èèyàn jàǹkànjàǹkàn lẹ́ẹ̀kan, àwọn tó ń finú fẹ́ wa, tó ti dúró tì wá lọ́dún yìí, lọ́tún ni o, lósì ni o, ní gúúsù ni, láríwá ni, nílà oòrùn, níwọ̀ oòrùn ni. Àṣèbá gbogbo ọmọ aráyé tó dúró tì wá, àní kí bá wa ṣe ọ. Àti ti wá bọ́ sínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá ní ilé yìí, àti kọ́ ọgbọ́n, àti kọ́ ìmọ̀, àti ní òye nínú ẹ̀kọ́ Ifá. A ní ọgbọ́n, ìmọ̀ àti òye tá a kọ́ yìí kó wá dúró tì wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Kó wá dúró tì wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Níbi gbogbo tá a bá kọjú sí, wọ́n ní ire lójú owó rí, ire lójú wa máa rí o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ. Àní fẹsẹ̀ kan nílé ayé o, àní ṣubú dànù o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa báyìí, gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa yọrí sí rere. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa máa yọrí sí rere o. Níbi gbogbo tá a bá kọjú sí, a máa ríre ń bẹ̀. Wọ́n ní gẹ̀gẹ̀gẹ̀ báyìí lọ́mọ aráyé ń gbọ́ ọmọ kékeré ọmọ kéré, ọmọ tóbi, ọwọ́ méjèèjì báyìí lọ́ fi ń gbé. Kọ́mọ aráyé wa máa gbé wa gẹ̀gẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Kọ́mọ aráyé máa gbé wa bí ẹyin, kọ́ máa fẹ́ wa lójú, kọ́ máa fẹ́ wa nímú, kọ́ máa fọkàn fẹ́ wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá wá dúró ní ìdúró pé ń bo la máa gbé gbà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè lójú wọn báyìí, a máa gbé débi gíga, a máa gbé débi ọlá, a máa gbé débi ọlà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣubú dànù o, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o, àní ráàrin fẹsẹ̀ sí o, ẹ̀fọn ayé ò ní fún wa o, èdè ayé ò ní dè wá o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ríbi sáré sókè sáré sódò láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Lórí àwọn ọmọ wa, àní ṣe wàhálà, àní ṣèdààmú, ọmọ aráyé ò ní fọmọ dà wá láàmú láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹrù tálẹ́ abiyamọ yìí tú wọn ní gbé wá ká wa mọ́lé o. Àwọn ọmọ tá a bí nílé lóko lẹ́yìn odi, níbi gbogbo tó bá wà, ire ló máa jẹ́ fún wa, ayọ̀ ló máa mú wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo nǹkan tá a wá nílò láti tọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa lọ́nà tó tọ́ àti tó yẹ, Elédùmarè á fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún wa, ajé á fi ṣe é nírọ̀rùn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Níjọ́ táwọn ọmọ wa bá ń ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀yẹ, tó ń ṣe nǹkan oríire, wọn ò ní fi wá ṣàwátì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọmọ aráyé ò ní dìde ìṣẹ́jú kan fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa báyìí, ire ló máa yọjú sí, ire ló máa já sí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n níjọ́ tó rí bá fojú kan ọ̀hún, ìjọ yẹn ló ń yọ, ọmọ aráyé á máa yọ́nú sí wa. Ìṣọkùnrin ni, ìṣobìnrin ni, ìṣọmọdé ni, àgbà ni, dúdú ni, funfun ni, lẹ́bọ lóògùn ni, afàìmọ́niṣe ni, oṣoolé ni, àjẹlé ni, aṣenibánidárò ni, gbogbo wọn ló máa yọ́nú sí wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ẹ̀yọ́nú Elédùmarè, ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn ènìyàn, òun lèmi àti yá máa rí bá pàdé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ó ní láàárín pèrègún, òun ni màrìwò tí ń ṣẹ̀ṣọ́ lòde láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Láàárín àwọn ọ̀tá wa, òun láti máa ṣoríire mọ́ tilẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá wá ní ká má rí gbígbé lọ, wọ́n ní ẹni tó bá ní kérin má lọ, àtòun àtẹrin ló máa lọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tá à ń lọ yẹn, ọmọ aráyé ò ní dí wa lọ́nà, wọn ò ní dí wa lọ́nà owó, wọn ò ní dí wa lọ́nà ọlá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ògún látayé ọ̀ṣì ìmọ̀lẹ̀, wọ́n ní ìwọ ló lànà fálára, ìwọ ló lànà fájèrò, wá lànà owó fún wa, wá lànà ọlá fún wa, wá lànà ọlà fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ọ̀nà kì í dímọ́ lọ́kọ́, ọ̀nà kì í dímọ́ ládàá, ọ̀nà rírí jẹ àti rírí mu kò ní dímọ́ èmi àti yín láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ọ̀nà ìgbéga, ọ̀nà ayọ̀, ọ̀nà ìdùnnú, ọ̀nà àlàáfíà kò ní dímọ́ kankan nu wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní ṣubú dànù o, àní ṣe lásán o, àní báráyé fọwọ́ tì o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ibi tá à ń lọ tó rí ń gbé wa lọ, ẹsẹ̀ wa ò ní ṣì wá lọ́nà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àní tójú ayé mọ́lẹ̀, àní bí aráyé nínú, àní ríjà ayé, àní tẹ aṣọ àgbàmọ́lẹ̀ ẹni tá a máa ṣẹ̀ tí ò ní dáríjì wá orí àtẹlẹ́dàá wa ò ní jẹ́ ká pàdé wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. wọ́n ní kò sí bọ́mọdé ṣe máa jẹ̀kọ́ tí ò ní ra lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ibi tó bá ti ń rá wa lọ́wọ́ a ní káwọn tó láyé àwọn tó nílẹ̀ pé kó forí jì wá pé kó ṣàánú wa. ẹ̀yin ìyá mi Ọ̀pàkẹ́ Àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀yin alágbogbo idẹ ọ̀sà méjì mo pè yín mi ò pè yín fúnkú mi ò pè yín fárùn nítorí ojú kọ̀ọ̀kan àti tí kọ̀ọ̀kan tó péjọpọ̀ síbí ni mo ṣe pè yín pé ẹ wá yọ́nú sí wa ẹ wá yọ́nú sí wa ẹ wá yọ́nú sí wa ẹ̀yọ́nú Ọlọ́run bá ẹ̀yọ́nú èèyàn ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn tó láyé ẹ̀yọ́nú àwọn ìyá mi òun ni ká máa rí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. àní rí ìbínú ayé o àní rí ìbínú àwọn òrìṣà o àní rí ìbínú omi o iná ò ní bá wa jà o afẹ́fẹ́ ò ní bá wa jà o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo bá a ṣe ń jẹun kò ní gbòdì lára wa gbogbo bá a ṣe ń mu kò ní gbòdì lára wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè wọ́n ní kò sẹ́ni tó lè bomi ṣọ̀tá ọmọ aráyé ò ní bá wa ṣọ̀tá tá a bá wá rẹ́ni tó wá dìde ní ìdúró pé òun fẹ́ bá wa ṣọ̀tá gbogbo àwọn òrìṣà tí wọ́n mọlẹ̀ tó dilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjìrè mú wọn á bá wọn jà iná á bá wọn jà omi á bá wọn jà Ògúnlákayé á bá wọn jà Ọ̀ṣunṣẹ̀ǹgẹ̀ṣẹ̀ á pọnmi dà sínú wọn èṣù láàánú ògiri òkú á ṣe wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè èṣù á tì wọ́n gbọ̀ngbọ̀ á tì wọ́n lu ògùn á fi ẹ̀jẹ̀ wọn wẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwa ò ní kó má dà fẹ́nikẹ́ni o ẹni tó bá wá ń tìtorí wa gbẹ́bọ ẹbọ tó máa gbé kú nìyẹn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹni tó bá ń tìtorí wa àtàwọn ọmọ wa di ẹrù ọ̀run dandan ni kó forí ara ẹ̀ gbé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹni tó bá wá ń kó ẹrù ìbànújẹ́ nítorí èmi àti yín wọ́n ní ẹni kérú lérú ń wọ́tọ̀ ẹrú yẹn á wọ́ tẹ̀lé wọn lẹ́yìn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ẹni tó bá sọ kó ìbànújẹ́ nítorí wa wọ́n ní ẹni òkòtò bá sọ lu ọ̀pẹ̀lọpẹ̀ ń sọ lu ni o òkòtò bá sọ kó padà lọ sórí wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọ̀bàrà méjì ló ní gbogbo ibi tí ẹnikẹ́ni bá ṣe sí wa kó máa padà lọ sórí wọn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn àní fojú sunkún ọmọ o àní bá wọn dúpẹ́ tipátipá o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè oore ńláńlá oore kàbìtìkàbìtì lódindi báyìí ni Ẹlẹ́dàá máa gbé fún wa nírọ̀rùn láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ajé ò ní bá wa jà o àní lájé lọ́rùn o à máa ní lọ́wọ́ ni o láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo àdáwọ́lé wa ire ló máa já sí gbogbo ibi tá a bá kọjú sí ire la máa bá níbẹ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè bá a ṣe wá ń lọ sínú ọ̀sẹ̀ tuntun yìí bí ọdún yìí ṣe ń kásẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ ọdún yìí ò ní dì wá mẹ́rù àwa la máa rẹ́yìn ọdún láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọdún yìí ò ní dì wá mẹ́rù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní parí pẹ̀lú ọdún yìí láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àwa la máa lu ọdún yìí jálẹ̀ a dẹ̀ máa rí àtọdúnmọ́dún àtoṣùmọ́ṣù láṣẹ Èdùmàrè nínú ìlera pípé nínú ọlá nínú ọlà ni nínú àìkú tí ń ṣe baálé ọrọ̀ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ibi tó bá wá kù díẹ̀ káàtó sí ibi tí bàtà ti ń ta yín lẹ́sẹ̀ orí àtẹ́lẹ́dàá á darí yín débi ìtura á darí yín débi ìtura láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo nǹkan tá a lè bá orí sọ gbogbo nǹkan tá a lè bá yín nìkan kan sọ bá a ṣe ń bá orí wa sọ orí ń gbọ́ Ifá ń gbọ́ Ẹlẹ́dàá ń gbọ́ wá dẹ̀ bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣẹ pé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè gbogbo ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ ti mọ̀ bẹ̀rẹ̀ wọn ẹ̀ ní mọ̀ parí wọn àní fàìsàn ló gbà ọ́ àní fàìsàn ló gbà ọ́ àní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fọmọ ọmọ ní dùbúlẹ̀ àìsàn fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àìsàn kéré ó tóbi ní wọn ò ní fi ìkọ̀kọ́nú ẹ̀ ṣe wa ọmọ aráyé ò ní fi ṣan ara wa bá wa jà wọn ò ní fẹ̀jì ara wa bá wa jà wọn ò ní fomi ara wa bá wa jà láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ìlera pípé la fi máa ṣe ilé ayé àágbó àátọ́ àáfèrè ìdìjọba láṣẹ Èdùmàrè ọmọ aráyé ní wàá pẹ́ láyé ojú ẹ̀ ò ní ríbi ìkan ló máa fọwọ́ mú ṣùgbọ́n lórí ìta wa àpèmọ́ra ẹni là ń pè tèmi dire lórí èmi Iyanifa Ewa máa pẹ́ láyé ojú mi ò ní ríbi ìwọ náà fọwọ́ pa àtìgbà ìyá ẹ kó san fára ẹ pé wàá pẹ́ láyé ojú ẹ̀ ò ní ríbi láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àágbó àátọ́ àáfèrè ìdìjọba ojú wa ò dẹ̀ ní ríbi bó ṣe wù kó kéré mọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè iṣẹ́ Ifá tá a wá ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀yin babaláwo ẹ̀yin Iyanifa bàbá lóríṣà ìyá lóríṣà àpẹtẹbí ẹ̀yin oníṣègùn àwọn eléwé ọmọ gbogbo àwa tá à ń jókòó tá à ń ṣiṣẹ́ ẹrú mọ́lẹ̀ àní fọmọ ṣiṣẹ́ àní fàyà ṣiṣẹ́ àní fọkọ ṣiṣẹ́ àní farawa gan ṣiṣẹ́ iṣẹ́ tẹ́lẹ̀dùmarè ti parí iṣẹ́ táwọn ọ̀yà mi ti yọ́nú sí òun ló máa gbé wá fún wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè àní ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe o bá a ṣe ń pe àwọn òrìṣà wọn á máa jẹ́ wa bá a ṣe ń pe fáfá á máa dáhùn bá a ṣe ń pe Elédùmarè á máa jẹ́ wa ẹ̀yin ìyá mi ọ̀pàkẹ́ àlàkẹ́ ẹ̀ dúró tì wá ẹ̀ bá wa ṣe, ẹ̀yin Aláṣẹkù ẹ̀ bá wa ṣe tiwa láṣepé láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Irọ́ là ń pa ọ́, Elédùmarè ló ń sọ́dọ̀ òótọ́, bójómi la dì fún wọn, bójẹ́ ẹ̀pẹ̀ la dì fún wọn, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè á ṣiṣẹ́ kí Elédùmarè rán, àní ṣiṣẹ́ ṣe o, àní ṣe lásán. Èrè tó wà nídìí Ifá òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa, ire tó wà nídìí Ifá òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa, ayọ̀ àti ìdùnnú tó wà nínú Ifá òun ló máa jẹ́ tiwa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ifá ti gbé àwọn ará wájú òun làwa náà ṣe ń ṣe, Ifá gbé wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbé wá, àwọn Aláṣẹkù á gbé wá, àwọn òrìṣà á gbé wá láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èyí tá a wí lénìí àṣẹ ti gùn, arọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́, torí wọ́n ní tí eyín iwájú bá gé ẹran tèrègì ń gbà á ní láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Èyí tá a ti wí lénìí àwọn tó láyé ti gbà á, wọ́n ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí i. Wọ́n ní àbálá alágẹmọ ń dá òrìṣà òkè ló ń ta òkè, ti bá wa fàṣẹ sí o. Àwíṣẹ́ ní ti Fá, àfọ̀ṣẹ́ ní ti èyí tá a wí lénìí àṣẹ ti gùn, arọ̀ ti rọ̀ mọ́, ó ti rí bẹ́ẹ̀, ó ti ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ ọ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní táfẹ́fẹ́ bá fẹ́ á kan bí oko lára, níbi gbogbo tẹ́ ẹ bá wà afẹ́fẹ́ ìwúre yìí á kàn yín lára, á mọ yín lórí, á mọ ẹlẹ́dàá yín lórí, orí yín ò ní kọ́ ọ, ìṣẹ̀dá yín ò ní kọ́ ọ. Bí mo ṣe fẹ́ kó rí fún mi òun náà ni mo ṣe ṣèwúre fún yín, á dẹ̀ rí bẹ́ẹ̀ fún gbogbo wa láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Wọ́n ní ká kí onírú pé ó ṣe é, wọ́n ní ká kọ́ lọ́bẹ̀ pé ó ṣe é. Thank you very much guys. Wọ́n ní ká kó onírú pé ó ṣe é, ká kí ọlọ́bẹ̀ pé ó ṣe é. Wọ́n ní ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá wa jẹ́ náà ká kí yín pé ẹ kú àìbínú. Thank you very much for everybody that showed up, that stayed here, that shared, that liked, that sent in gifts. Ajé will make it easy for you láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ní gbogbo ọ̀nà bí tẹ́ bá lọ, Ajé á fi kún yín lọ́wọ́ láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. The orishas will favour you. As you give your ẹbọ, it will be accepted. As you give your ètùtù, it will be accepted. Your life as you move forward will resonate what Ifá says, which is positive impact all the way. Where Ifá is directing you to, the people of this world will not lead you away from there. Everything you lay your hands on, láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, it will continue to expand and increase positively. Above everything, I make ìwúre for everybody that you will walk in the path that has been destined for you. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè, ẹ ní ṣubú dànù, ẹ ní ṣe lásán, ẹ ní báráyé fọwọ́ tì láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. You will not work for somebody else to eat from it. You will not labor for another person to harvest it. Every labor of your hands in this lifetime, you will receive the reward of it in millions fold láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Every child that you have known their beginning, you will not know their ending. Wherever it is that you are, ẹni ẹlẹ́ni ò ní gbà ṣe yín ṣe lórí àwọn ọmọ yìí. Nobody will replace you in the life of your children. Ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ jókòó tì wọ́n, tẹ́ ẹ ṣiṣẹ́ lórí wọn, you that you are working helter-skelter day and night to invest into that children, you will be the one that will rejoice with them in the day of their success. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. We will always have Ajé in our hands, we will not have it on our neck. The orishas that we are calling, they will favor us, they will stand by us. Ifá has favored the people that went ahead of us. That is why Ifá did not go into extinction. Ifá will not end with us. Ifá will favor us. Ifá will prosper us. Ifá will multiply us. The reason our ancestors stayed with it and they did not allow it to die and end, it will be manifest in our own lives. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. Ajé will make it easy for us on every side. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. This is how much I can interpret in English. So for those of you that don't understand Yoruba, all the ìwúre we have made, I say Àṣẹ for you too. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè. So until next week when I'll come your way again on our Sunday morning live streaming, I remain your host, Iyanifa Ewa, popularly known as Iyanifa Ewa, the founder of Ifá College and the anchor of the popular daily show Àṣẹ for Today. Àṣẹ for Today season 3 will be back shortly, but between now and then, we are resting, but we are still working, but at least we are resting. So you can catch a replay of this on Iyanifa Ewa TV. If you are watching a replay, every information you need will be in the description box below. If you need to ask any questions, make a divination, a consultation, do your itefa, your ebos, your etutu, buy spiritual products, herbal products, and everything in between, just send a message to the WhatsApp number that is now pinned on your screen. Send a message to the WhatsApp number that is pinned on your screen right now. It says Iyanifa Ewa and the phone number is there. So copy it, send a message. And if you send a message, please be patient. I will respond to everybody. Head over to the YouTube channel Iyanifa Ewa TV, subscribe, turn on notifications, and watch the previous video. There is always something to learn. Ẹ ṣé púpọ̀, àdúpẹ́ o. Until next week when I come your way again, I say Ifá gbè wá, ìṣẹ̀ṣe á gbè wá o. Láṣẹ.